Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. I missed y'all. What's up? What's up, 408? I missed y'all. I missed y'all. Sorry, guys. I'm just sharing my live real quick. What's up, Jay King? What's good with y'all? How you guys been? Ralph Beautiful, or Wreck It Beautiful. Go ahead, message me. Having a lazy fifth after fourth. I want your hair. Girl, you could have it. Thank you, love. Yeah, message me. Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys had a fun fourth, a safe fourth. What y'all been up to? I'm about to get interviewed. I'm getting interviewed. I'm not giving the interview, but yeah, y'all get a little insight of my life, of my prison relationship. Thank you guys for the gifts. You guys, is it echoing or is it clear or are we good or what? Hey, Peach. How you guys doing? Thank you for the hand heart, baby. Oh, let me put on my chain, let me have a little bling bling. Little bling bling real quick. It's echoing? Oh, maybe it's my mic. Is it my mic? My mic is a little loud. Okay, tell me now. 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 How do we sound? How do we sound? Yes, better? Tap the screen, share the live, y'all. Tap the screen and share the live. Still echoing? Okay. Better? Tell me now. Tell me now. Love your hair. Thank you. You look pretty. Thank you. Getting the nails done. Okay, Maria. Better, but still echoing some. Oh, I don't want it to echo when she comes on. Good. Better. Are you still interviewing? What about now? What about now? What about now? What about now? A 1-2 check. A microphone check. A 1-2 check. A microphone check. Yeah? Yes? Okay, cool. Cool. We in the same boat. So how's everybody doing? Y'all tap the screen, share the live. Tap, tap, tap. Everybody tap the screen and share the live. I'm actually not interviewing. I'm being interviewed. I am the one being interviewed. It's echoing again? I'm working. Girl, get that money, girl. Get that money. I turn the mic a little bit. Yeah, it is. It's echoing. It's because my nephew has my headphones, so I'm trying to use the microphone without the headphones. Lazy day. Girl, it was a lazy day for me too. I've been going to bed. I've been off all week, so I've been going to bed mad late. And let me tell you, next week when I go back to work, it's going to be a struggle. Yeah, I don't know if she's running late or what, but I am not. Oh, girl.
Hey, girly. Hang on. Okay, how do I do this? Let me see. I want to. How do I put you?
Hi, everybody.
Can't hear you.
Are you on mute?
No? I could barely hear you, but really low. How do I do
So,
this?
you guys, she is going to be interviewing me today.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned. Tap the share, tap the
Tap
screen.
the-
Hi, cousin. Tap the screen and share the live, y'all.
How do I do it for the multi boxes?
Tap and
'Cause I want, I,
share.
want-
Tap
I
and
want you to
share.
be the main one, and I want to
I
go
can't hear
small.
her.
You can't hear me
Wait,
at
maybe
all?
it's my.
Can you hear me?
Tap and share, everybody.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Let
me?
me see. Hold on. I don't hear her.
You don't?
Oh, now I do. I think it was my mic.
Oh, okay. How do I change the screen so I could do the multi guest? Because I want you to be the main screen.
Well, we're big right now together.
No, but I want you to be big and me small.
So you want me to go in? You want to go in the box?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me get. I'll exit you out then and add you in the box.
Wait. How do I do it over here though? I want to
Um,
learn.
I'll request you as a guest.
Well, no, tell me so I could learn. No?
So exit out, and then on the bottom it'll say multi guest or whatever. That's what you'll, and then you'll click my name.
Right now? Exit out of the what?
Yeah,
Live?
exit out of this, and then go to multi guest on the
That's what I
bottom of
did,
your.
and it said that I had to wait until I was online.
No, if you okay, watch.
Okay. So end this? End the
So
live?
end this, and then it'll say multi guest on the bottom. Boss. So y'all, she is going to be interviewing me, and it's her first interview. So thank you, Alexis. It's her first interview, guys. So you know, it shows some support. It's not my first interview. It is my first interview on TikTok, but it's not my first interview. Thank you, Ria Boo. Once we locked in, ain't no switching up. Looking beautiful. Thank you. Because, girl, you know on FaceTime I was not looking like this. And dale, body. And dale. You guys, I think she needs help. Let me just do it. Let me just do it for her. Did you see my comment? No, Rosie, I did not. Coño. Now me having her say coño nene. Hey y'all. Okay, so I invited her. Maria, can you go and contact her and tell her I invited her, please? Rosie, it's her live. It's what she wants to do. So if she wants to do it that way, I'm gonna let her do it like that, love. I'm just her guest. I might have to end my live so she could have it the way she wants. Thank you. Who said that? Angelina. Not just kidding. Tap and share, guys. Tap and share, y'all. We got a lot of peoples in here. We could get that tap and share real quick. Who are you going live with? I'm going live. I'm going live with someone who wanted to interview me. Hey, Melissa Boo. You have a beautiful smile. Thank you. You know, I'm God's queen. You know, he done created me how he wanted to create me, looking beautiful. I'm a beautiful as Wreck-It Ralph. No, she doesn't know how to do it, cousin. Just saying, my nose ring though. Hold on, it's irritating me. You got that vibe? Okay, then we ain't doing no interview then. Yeah, sorry, my nose ring, it's like poking. I don't know, Rhea. Everybody's not feeling. Nobody's feeling the vibe. She says she's requesting. No, she's not. I invited her, but she hasn't accepted it. What you mean? Wreck It Beautiful Miss. I thought it was only me about the vibe. Turn off your live. Turn off my live? But I requested her in the box though. Are you having... No, I'm not. No. No. Y'all, that stuff is done and over with, y'all. We on to the next. What the vibes fill me in. They're just saying that they're not feeling that how, like, I don't know. Okay, cool. I will stay on your live. Yeah, we on to the next, y'all. Ain't nobody worried about all that no more. You're beautiful. Thank you. Janet Jackson, is that you? Maybe. No, just kidding. You looking good today. Thank you. Especially the way she's representing. Control. Hello. Hey, beautiful lady. I'm doing good. How you doing? From Control Video. Girl, I thought it was only me. Hello. I don't know. My mods are, I have my mod on the side taking care of it, y'all, because obviously I'm here on live with you guys. Beautiful hat. You know what I'm saying? The House Modesto. That's the church, you know. I'm a miracle. Y'all don't know. I did have thyroid cancer here, y'all. It's going to be 2 years. Control. What you mean control? I don't get it. Why you keep saying control? I don't understand. She sent a request. No, she did not. No. No, she did not. I have nothing on my side popping up. I do not. Is a song? Oh, much love for... Oh, what's up, Oklahoma in the building? What's up, beautiful? Hi. From Janet Jackson. Oh, okay. Y'all, I don't listen to Janet Jackson like that, but it's funny that y'all mention her because I did see a video of her today talking about she never played Connect 4. Like, girl, how old are you? Like, what you mean you never played Connect 4? Good to see you live. Thank you. You do podcasts? I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm starting to, but I'm not the one doing it today. I'm screaming. Cousin, how's work? Man, I go back on Monday. Y'all, I don't want to go back. They spoiled. Colorado in the building. What's up? What's up, Paola? They spoiled us by giving us a week off, and now I don't want to go back. Who's the lucky next member? Me. I am, actually. I'm the one being interviewed, guys. What's up, Houston? Beautiful as always. Thank you. You're so beautiful. Thank you, guys. I'm a beautiful Wreck-It. I'm hella beautiful. Beautiful queen. Beautiful Wreck-It. You know what it is. You know what it is. Thank you for the follow. Who's the one interviewing? No, I'm not interviewing. I'm being interviewed today, guys. I'm the one that they gonna put in the hot seat today. I'm done with you. So, since I got y'all on here, no, Rosie, I'm not doing. I'm the one being in the hot seat. What about who? That fella, not the hot seat. She wants you to go on the box. Okay, let me tell. Can you guys go and tell her that I'm inviting her? Can you guys tell her I'm inviting her? Pin that comment, Alexis. Pin that comment. So you guys, I came up with some merch ideas. I hope you guys like them, and I hope you guys do purchase when I start to get it together. I don't know why she wants me in the box. She could have just done it side by side. Tell her just do it side by side, Maria, please, because I'm on the big screen regardless. Love the curls, thank you. It ain't never been this difficult. I want to buy your merch. Okay. So I'm gonna have a Know Your Worth merch, and I'm gonna have Wreck It is Beautiful merch. So I haven't talked to my designer yet about the Wreck It Beautiful shirt, but it's gonna come out. I'm gonna make that shirt because y'all think my feelings were hurt. Thank you for the follow, baby. Maria, please tell her just to do the box. I'm requesting her, but she's not accepting it. Ay, santo coño, por Dios. I told her. Tap and share, guys. Tap and share, please. It is her first time. It is her first time. It is. So that's why I'm trying to give her benefit. Thank you, love. Benefit of the doubt, because it is her first time. But I mean, I don't know why like she just can't do it side by side. Like, girl, don't be scared to be up on here. Hey, how are you? You're gonna be the hot seat? Yes, I'm in the hot seat today, y'all. I can see those clips with the blue. She bold. Ain't nobody worried about it. Who is the person interviewing? Can you tell us a little bit about her? So, she called me yesterday, and she like, you know, she's been in that prison situation. She's been I want to say in the bang bang, you know, I can't say the GG, but the bang bang situation. And so she wants to like start podcast and about people who's been with people who were inmates. And she's trying to, like, you know, I don't know, she's trying to learn podcast. She's trying to start podcast. And she asked me if I would be her first interviewer, and I was like, sure, like, I don't mind. I don't know who that is. Ain't nobody talking about her. Yeah, we not going there today. Hi, cousin. We're not going there today, y'all. We're not talking about none of that. Like, nope. I'm just someone that she keeps in her mouth. That's it. You guys, I don't know what's going on. Yes, no negativity. Yes. I have decided, like, not that I have decided, but, you know, I'm always about positivity. I'm always about empowerment and stuff like that, and I need to stick to that. Everything that y'all saw that happened, that's not, I don't feel I did anything wrong, to be honest. I came correctly, I came respectfully, I came genuinely. But what people try to put me out there to be, that's not who I am. That don't define who I am. That don't define my character. That don't define what I do. But I don't want to go back to, I don't want to be in that environment I don't want to be involved in that, because that's just not me. So respectfully, I ask you guys to please leave names out of the comments, because like I said, it's irrelevant. I don't care. I'm still blessed and shining at the end of the day. And everything that I did on my side was all genuine. I didn't do anything to come for nobody. As y'all saw, people came for me. So I don't want, I'm just about empowerment, y'all. I'm about my women, and that's it. So I just want you guys respectfully to know that I'm not on that level. I never was on that level. That level came to me, but I ain't matching energy. I ain't got no time to match energy. So you about calling out the fake. Exactly, basically. What did I miss? What's going on? Oh, you didn't miss nothing. I'm being interviewed, but I don't know what's going on with the interviewer. I invited her, but she's not accepting it. Tell her to accept my request. Maria, come on my box real quick. Somebody come on. One of my mods. Somebody. Sheesh. Because y'all act like I ain't hot over here. I'm hot over here. I just came from her live. Request. Maria.
¡Coño!
Tell her that I'm on my end requesting her in the box, but she's not accepting it.
I've already told her that, so let me try one more time.
Maria,
Okay,
how do you
guys?
feel? How do you now feel about this?
Ah, Heat!
Okay,
Reporting live from where
so
you
tell
from?
her that I'm
Okay.
requesting her in the box, but she hasn't accepted it.
Okay.
Okay, and then or else I'm gonna have to get off alive.
Yeah, let me go. She said that she wants you to go on the box, but it's the same thing. Like,
Yeah, so like just how I added you, like I requested you or whatever the case was, is the same
yeah.
thing I'm doing for her. I'm inviting her, but she's not hitting accept. Like she's not accepting it. Tell her that when I invite her, she has to look at the bottom screen. She'll see like a number one pop up, where it says guest.
Yeah, but she wants you to be in her life as in the box.
So then I'm gonna have to get off of my live. I don't know.
That's
I don't know why it's so difficult to just have me here and her here. I don't get it.
yeah, that's what I'm
Because
thinking. Because wouldn't it
that
be
way they
easier
could
for
see,
co-host?
and not only that, but my people could see me as well. Because if I'm in her box, nobody's gonna, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
do a side by side.
exactly.
It's just too difficult. It's difficult. Like I don't get it.
She says, do it how you did it in the beginning, which is a co-host, but she won't accept it.
Well, tell her then we're gonna be side by side like how we were in the beginning.
Okay, let me get off and then just go ahead and request her and see if she accepts. If not, I'll go explain everything to her.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Ay, por Dios. Why so difficult? Just be side by side with me. What's up, Dip? She couldn't handle she couldn't handle the heat. She wants you in her live. But the thing is, if I go in my live, I don't think you guys could watch. Like, I don't think you guys will be able to comment on my stuff. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, I don't get why she doesn't want to be side by side. It's easier like that. You look so beautiful. Oh, thank you. Like, it's easier like that. Look, in this point of view, I'm about to just switch it up, and just chill with y'all. Okay, here we go, y'all. You want me to get off of my life to join your box? Is that what you wanted?
What happened?
You wanted me to get off of my life to join your box?
No.
Because that's what I would have to have do. But I was requesting you in the box, but you weren't. It wasn't being accepted.
It wasn't even showing up because I had requested you to join the box too.
Oh, then I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We're a bunch of owls.
I know. Yeah, because I didn't want to be on a big screen like this. You know?
Girl, you want to do podcasts? You got to get used to that.
No, I know, but I wanted you to be the focus, not me.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna be the focus. Trust me. They over here thinking that I'm interviewing somebody.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'll be
Yeah,
the
well,
focus. Don't worry. Y'all focus on me. Look at me, okay?
well, I'm just waiting for more people to join. I had some people in here, and then I ended the live, and you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So we'll
Well, do you
start in
want to
a little
like
bit. They're
introduce
coming
yourself to
in.
my people? Because they were asking like who you were.
What happened?
Do you want to introduce yourself to my people? Because they were asking who you were.
They're asking who am I?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, no, then I'm gonna be interviewed.
No, you're not being interviewed. You're just introducing yourself.
I'm okay. My name is Ara. Okay, that's for short for something else, which I don't even use it. But I go under Devious951 here on TikTok. I do true crime and prison stuff. That's mainly what I do. I'm starting this podcast because, just like official, I think that we all have stories that we can share, and by sharing them, we can help people, anybody out there. It could be one person. As long as we help somebody, um, I'll be happy. So I just want to look at me, I'm nervous. Woo!
Girl, go ahead. Just take your time.
Well, because I have a whole spiel over here, and I'm just the whole thing threw me off, and I'm just like, ah.
It's okay.
No, but I forgot. So I just want to create, like, since I'm not a big creator on here, you know what I mean, by any means, but the platform that I do have, I want to make it into a positive one, it is a positive one still, but I want to open it up to invite people and have them share their story. Like I said, I feel that everybody has a story to tell, and everybody's story is powerful, no matter what. If you've been through a lot of trauma, a little bit of trauma, or no trauma, it's a powerful story because your story, and it's who you are, and you never know, somebody else could be in the same situation or something similar, and they might feel like they're by themselves, or they're, nobody's gonna understand them. And it's like, this is a little thing where they might run across my platform or whatever, and they see the story and they might connect with it. I think all our stories are relatable though to everybody. You know what I mean? Whether what it is, whether single parents or prison wives or what, everybody can relate to somebody.
Right.
I know that when I was going through my stuff, I felt alone. Like, a lot of times I was like, man, I'm dumb. Like, I can't believe I put myself in a situation. Like, nobody else is doing this but me. Like, I'm so dumb. I can't believe in this and this, that. And I wish I could have had some more where I could either hear them or talk to them and know that I wasn't by myself, that I wasn't such an idiot out there doing whatever I was doing, that somebody else got, believed or loved or, got played or whatever it is, that I wasn't by myself. So that's just what I'm trying to do. You know, um,
Well,
I
I think
like,
it's a good thing because, when I shared my story, a lot of people were like happy that I came out because they were embarrassed of the outcome of what they went through and they felt alone, and to hear my story, they were like, oh my God, like I'm not alone. Like, no, you're not
girl,
alone.
I spent all night, all morning. That was a lot of videos. You were like, part this, part 80, part. I'm like,
Well, back
damn.
then, TikTok was only 3 minutes, it wasn't 10. So that's why there's so many because they were all 3 minute videos
Hmm.
because TikTok didn't upgrade to a 10-minute video. So after I was already done.
I was laughing because on some of them, you even lost yourself. You're like, um, wait, I meant to say it's part 33, and I said
Yes.
30. I was like, poor girl.
Yes, it was a lot. It was.
Um, yeah. You guys tap the screen.
Thank you,
Double
Lucy.
tap, double tap.
Tap and share, guys. Tap and share.
Yeah, definitely share, 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 share. So that's why, voice of empowerment.
Thank
Because
you, Honor.
hopefully our voices will empower somebody.
Yes.
You
Easy
know?
E in the building. Hey. They're calling me Easy E because my hair is curly in my hat.
What does it say though?
He had
What,
said they had wrote Easy E in the building. I was
I
like,
know, but what does
hey,
your hat say?
Miracle, and then it has my church's name.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look at her. She's matching and looking all fly.
You
I
know,
was
you
all hot
know.
this morning. I was all hot, and I was like, frustrated with my hair, and I'm like,
Thank
I
you,
grabbed it, I'm
Lucy.
like, dun, dun, and I chopped it off, and now I'm like, what did I do?
Thank
I
you guys.
know.
Tap and share, guys, until she's ready.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to get, a little bit more people in here because you know how, like, I don't want them lost. Hey, Jethro. Um, you know how some people get lost. Like, what are we talking about this next? So just tap the screen, tap the
Well,
screen. We're
you
almost
could do a
get
recap
going.
here. Till then, y'all, I'm gonna put some lotion on.
Some lotion. Okay, so
You-
everybody, I'm gonna try to drop episodes for this podcast every Friday and Sunday at 6 o'clock. Every week, I'm gonna try to have. No, I'm not. I'm gonna have a new guest. I'm gonna interview a new guest every week. And like I said, their stories is gonna be. It could be anything basically. I'm not gonna just because originally I was just gonna do like prison wives or like single parent, stuff like that. But I'm not. I think I'm just gonna leave it open to where whatever they feel comfortable with story they want to share, they're gonna share, and we'll see
Look
where
what I
that
put
goes.
in my hair.
So hopefully
I'll
you
show
guys
you.
enjoy. You guys, excuse me, please forgive me. Don't come for me. I'm super, super nervous. I'm super, super
Hold
um
on, Rosie.
whatchamacallit, I'm just nervous and I'm excited also.
Whoever has curly
Thank
hair,
you.
I put this in my hair.
I have curly hair naturally, but what
I
is
don't know
that?
if y'all can see it, but
I just see sick curls.
it's Love Your Curls all in one.
Thank you, thank you. They're saying you're doing great. You're doing great. Thank you,
Girl,
everyone.
help
Thank
her
you, thank
out.
you,
Maybe
thank
you
you.
should lead. She's nervous. Okay. They're
What
telling me to
happened?
help you out. So
Oh no.
start. So
If I need help, I'll be like,
so do you want me to introduce
I got this.
myself?
Not yet. Hang on. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah, it's her
Hang on.
show. I'm just a
Hang
guest.
on. Hang on. Okay. Um,
It was given to me actually, but look at Ulta.
is that where you got it at?
No, it was given to me, so I don't even know where they got it.
Does it leave? Why am I nervous? Just because I'm shy. I'm really shy. I'm a very shy person. I'm very
Well, girl, not with me. Nope, you're not gonna be shy with me.
I'm a shy person. Like I don't speak just because God gave me a mouth. You know what I mean? I speak when I feel I have to
You don't
speak.
have to be shy with me. I promise. I'm the last person that you could be yourself with me, girl. I don't even care if you farted in
But
front of me.
I'm goofy. I'm goofy. I'm all that stuff. But I have to warm up to people. But
Yeah.
I think it's a trust issue in me that I'm just like I don't know. But but I'll get there. I'll get there. I just gotta warm up. Um. So
Thank
anyway, so
you.
I'm gonna just say this. Yes, I wrote it down. So bear with me. Um. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna right now I'm gonna introduce official road, although she's already here, but I'm going to formally introduce her. But we are gonna answer comments, okay? But I'm gonna have you guys. I was trying to get you guys on the boxes, so
Thank
maybe I
you,
can figure
Anna.
out how to do that. But if not, I'm gonna let her say her story, and after the interview is done, then she'll answer your guys' questions or read the comments or whatever because I don't want to keep interrupting her. Because I want her to, I want her to really get into her story and really um, speak
Thank
her
you,
truth,
Pete.
and tell us about her journey. So, what I am though going to say is I know many of you know or seen the interview that she did with somebody else. That we're not going to talk about. We're not going to answer any questions about that person. We're going to not even address any comments on that person. It's not about that person. It's not about the interview that happened last weekend that we all watched. I mean, not last weekend, 2 weeks ago, and then all the things that were going on last weekend with all that. That's not what this is about. This is about her, official, Vanessa. Okay, it's only about her and her journey and her life journey. This is about her. It's not about her and somebody else. So I just want to put that out there. And I don't want to be mean or rude or anything like that. It's just I just want to let everybody know that we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna start up anything. This is her opportunity to break away from that and redirect everybody to her own platform, which is nothing what it was last weekend with all the everybody chiming in and all that stuff that was going on. So that I do want to say. And her and I talked, and she's agreeing to it, right? That's
Yes,
you okay with that?
100%. So thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we have a special guest who goes by official Know Your Worth on TikTok.
Thank you,
She's
Jesse.
she's an ex-prison fiance, um, who has turned her personal experiences into a source of inspiration and support for women. She uses her platform to share her journey and empower others. With strong family foundation behind her, um, she has navigated through pain and heartache in relationships and emerged strong, ready to inspire others with her resilience and wisdom. So I welcome you, official Know Your Worth.
Well, thank you.
So yay!
Glad
Let
to
me
be
see. Where's
here.
the clapping?
Huh?
Did it work?
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, thank you for welcoming me in. I
You're welcome.
appreciate the whole intro. That was amazing. You did good.
Thank you.
Um,
Um, so just thank you for accepting the invitation. You are my first guest. Um, like you guys all know, I know I'm probably gonna be a little rough, but you know, I'll get better in time. Just and everybody, thank you for your support as well. So, Worth or Vanessa, how do you want us to address you? Does it matter?
it doesn't matter. Everyone knows me as either or.
Okay. So we'll start. Just why don't you tell us about your?
Well, I am from the Bay Area. I am Hayward representing always. I do come from a really strong background of a huge family, huge God giving, loving, caring family. And I myself had never knew my worth. I myself had never knew how to love myself. I never knew how to be treated properly by what I give out. It's always been me giving out good, but me receiving, um, you know, the toxic bad. And yes, I did do a prison relationship, my first prison and my last, I promise, prison relationship ever in my life. I held him down for 10 years and I was with him for 7 years and we were engaged for 3 to 4 years. So that is what inspired me to come here on TikTok and share my journey and share my story because I don't know about you guys, but I see TikTok is full blown of prison wives. Shout out to them because it takes a strong woman to do it. I was once one of those women. And it just inspired me because you don't see really none of them up until I feel like my story that um sorry, a comment just distracted me.
Don't read the
That
comments. Don't read the comments.
No, I know. So I just got inspired to do it because you don't see a lot of women until I came on and shared my story about what does possibly happen when they come home. Because I was one of those women that swore up and down that my man was not going to leave me, cheat on me, do any of that. So I wanted to share the good, the and the bad, and that's why I came on TikTok.
So you said that your first and only time that you're ever going to date an inmate, right?
Yes.
Okay. What made you, if you've never dated an inmate before, like what, first of all, how did you guys meet?
I met him through a mutual friend from junior high school. Um, I actually, he had posted a picture of him, and I'm sorry, but I like buff men. Okay, so shout out to y'all buff men out there. And I was commenting, I was like, well, damn, like, hello. And so he had a cell phone, and he seen the comment, and that cell phone led to him being in my inbox. And so, and it went from there. So, junior high school mutual friend.
So never ever dating somebody from prison or jail. What? I mean, you obviously knew when you started talking to him that he was in there. Like, what was what made you want to take that chance, or you know?
At the time that I met him, I was actually going through a breakup. I was very vulnerable. I was already like going through enough out of a 4 year relationship. I was miserable. I was depressed. I lost myself. I lost, who I was. My laughter went to sadness. And so at the time I met him, it was like, even though he was in prison, he was there to pick me up. And when I met him, he was himself going through a breakup as well. And so I was there to pick him up, and we confided in each other, and we were best of friends for 3 years before anything became final. So we just confided into each other and being in two different type of vulnerable states.
So, how do you feel that relationship? So at that point, that relationship impacted your life in a positive way.
It did.
And you said 3 years. You guys were friends 3 years before you guys actually started dating.
Yes, we were.
Okay. And I'm just curious, how did that go? How did that conversation go? Like, was he like, you want to be my girlfriend? Circle yes or no, or
Oh no. Um. So I kind of felt like he was, trying to like holla at me, but then he would always play it off, trying to be cool. But when it came to the point where he finally asked me out, I was at work actually, and I was at work, and he called me, and I answered, and he was just like, "Hey, I've been thinking, and I feel like we have a really good connection here, and I like you." And he had already told me he loved me before he asked me out, but I wasn't sure what type of love, a friendship love, or if it was he loved me as his girl. So I never really like questioned him about which type, but I had told him I loved him back, and he asked me that day, like, "Would you be my lady?" And I was like, "Yeah, like, duh, thought you would never ask." And in 2015, January 1st, him and I became a couple.
now when you and I were talking, you said that you also in your lives you said that you're close with your family.
Mm-hmm. Very
Did
close.
you did your family know that you were talking to somebody who was in prison?
So
And if they did, how did they react?
in the beginning, I was like, scared to tell them because, you know, all parents want the best for their kids. So I was like. But then letters start coming in and going out. And then, I told him at first it was my friend because he was, and then I told him that now we are eventually together. And they did not like it. In the beginning, I didn't get so much heat about it. But as years gone by, they did not like it. Only because, like certain conversations, they would hear me reply to him certain things, and they would tell me, like, just be careful. And I'm like, I will, God. And then it's all jail talk. No, it ain't. God. You know what? Let me just learn if I gotta learn. If I gotta learn, I'm gonna learn on my own. Let me learn. But right now, I'm in love with this person. I want to be with this person. He's who makes me laugh. He's who makes me smile, and it's him that tells me things. Thank you. And it's him that tells me things that I never heard nobody tell me. So no, they didn't like it at all.
At all? Are you guys related? I mean, are you guys close in age, or are you
Hi,
who's
Jayla.
older? Are you
We are
older than him?
actually. He is actually 3 months older than me, so we are the same age.
You guys are the same age. And you guys just grow up in the same area, or was he from a different area?
No, I'm actually from Hayward, and he grew up from Newark.
I don't know where that's. I know that's northern,
It's
right?
all Bay Area. So we're
Okay.
about 15 minutes away from each other.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the trip.
Thank
So,
you.
so they would tell you that's all. All what jail talk? You said.
All jail talk, but
Did you know what that meant? Like, do you know what that meant? Do you even? Do you have it? I mean, did you know?
honestly, no, because I never dealt with it. I never been with the inmate. I never dealt with it. When my family was in prison and jail, that was when I was a child. So, my uncles and my cousins, they all changed their life and, glorify God now. But I never knew who it was because I never really had friends who were with inmates. I never had that. So I didn't know what jail talk was. But let me tell you, it sounds so damn good to sweep you off your feet. I will tell you that much.
Some of them are really good at it.
Oh, yeah.
Really good at it. Yeah, yeah. It's impressive. It's impressive.
Very.
So, how would you say that you guys' relationship was? Like, I
We had
mean,
a great relationship. Honestly, in the beginning, I will say he did lie about two things. I forgave him. I moved forward. And it was a great relationship. Like, it took us a long time to call each other babe, even though we were together, because we just hadn't been there. But we didn't fight. We didn't argue. Um, we had the greatest and the best communication. It wasn't up until maybe the middle towards the ending where things started really like, okay, now we're arguing, now we're having, disagreements. But the beginning was great. It was great.
so so you never married him. Like, you didn't marry him in here. Okay, so you guys never got married. So you didn't get the
We were
those
just
those
engaged.
special visits. Okay.
No,
So
we
did
were
you go
just
visit him often?
engaged. What's that?
Did you go visit him often, or?
I went to visit him. So when we were just friends for those first 3 years, no, I was like, no, you're too far. You're in Corcoran. You're like 5 hours from me. You can wait till you get closer. When he got closer, I started visiting him when he moved to Chowchilla. But I would only visit him once a month. But I would go for the whole entire weekend. He would be lucky if I went twice a month. But it was mainly once a month and it would be for the whole entire weekend.
So what was your the first time you went to go visit him in prison? What was your take on that? Like, what was your what went through your mind?
Girl, I was nervous. I was sweating at the palms. I see him walk out the door and I'm like, oh my God, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes. And I'm like following him to him having to check in at the booth to see where his
Mm-hmm.
table was. And I stood up, nervous as hell. I stood up and he gave me a hug and he kissed me on my forehead. I love forehead kisses, by the way. And he did. He kissed me on my forehead, and I was like, "Hi," like, cause I am a met within. I did meet him within. Um, so I was like, "Hi," like, finally we get to meet each other. And the visit was cool. He asked me questions as far as like, where do I see myself within so many years? Have I what would I do if I did date or no? What would I do? I don't know. He was just asking me a lot of questions. I remember we got Donald Duck juice. If y'all prison wives know that Donald Duck orange juice, he opened
They
it
have it
up
at the
for
Dollar
me.
Tree.
Right, like he opened it up for me. He was a gentleman when I first visited him, but we did ask a lot of questions like back and forth. The first time I visited him, y'all, I literally told him like, so, did you have a lot of pen pals? Did you let them go? Did you let them know you're with someone? Like I did do that on the first date because I needed to get that right there clear.
What about the whole process? The getting checked in into the visiting and all that stuff. Like, how'd you feel about that? Going through that?
Girl, I was nervous because I always got picked at. Like they always picked on me, and I'm like, damn, is it because these females are trying to talk to him in there? But I always got picked at. Um, I always beat my bra. The back of my bra always beeped. My very first visit. Y'all know Lane Bryant bras are not cheap. Okay, for those that shop at Lane Bryant. I was pissed because I just got that bra and I had to go cut it to get the wire out. So
Yeah,
I
you can't wear eyebrows. You can't wear.
no, and I didn't know because it's my first time. So I was pissed off as it was. Okay,
Oh, he
because
didn't send you the little list of what you can wear and not wear and all that?
girl, no. And so I went through the detector and I'm like, damn, this is doing too much. Take off your belt, lift up your pants leg, do this. I'm like, oh Lord, it was just too much. But going through that gate and walking onto the prison grounds, it made me want to crap my pants because you're around nothing but gates. You're around all these COs walking and driving around. You can see the inmates over there playing ball or handball, whatever. And the first prison I met him at, it was at Chowchilla. So the homes of where they stay with their wives are literally right there through the walkway. But I was scared. I was nervous. The whole checking in had me nervous. I'm looking for the tables and know the number on
When
the
those
table. It was nervous, nerve
when
wracking.
those gates close right behind you, you're like
Yes. And I was like, I'm on prison grounds? Like, wow. Never would I have ever.
so I've never been to Chowchilla, but do they make you park somewhere else and then shuttle you to like a little trailer, or how does that work?
No. You park right in front of the visitation, but they do have the trailer for changing clothes and all that on the back, on the, like in the back parking. The only prison that ever had to shuttle myself like that was Corcoran, the Corcoran prison. But Chowchilla and CRC, I did not have to do that.
Now, how much time did he get?
He got 19 years, but he serves 15 and a half due to being in program and having a lot of points and credits knocked off. It cut, and being a youth offender, it cut a lot of his time off. So he did 15 and a half.
So, at what age did he go in?
What?
What age did he go? Did he get busted?
He got busted at 18, but I don't
Okay, so
know
he was
what
already
year.
18.
Yeah, but I don't know how old he was when he went into prison. Prison when he went to San Quentin. I don't know how. I don't know if he was 18 or 19. I don't know how long he had to stay in Santa Rita County Jail here in Alameda County because I wasn't with him at that time, so I didn't know him.
Right. But he entered the prison at 18. That's when he got sentenced.
Yes.
So he was already an adult. Wow. So you said 19 years, and then they dropped it to 15,
15 and a half.
and you met him when he had done. What we were saying, we were talking about that on the phone. We said 3 years, 5 years. He
Yeah,
had
I
already
want to
done 5 years of
say.
his sentence.
Yeah, I
So
want to
he still
say.
had the whole 10 years left.
And that whole last 10 years, I was right by his side.
Wow.
And he came home at 34.
He was 34. How old were you at that time?
The same.
Oh yeah, because you're the same age. Wow. Now, you're Puerto Rican,
Puerto Rican.
or Puerto Rican, and he is.
Mexican.
How was that?
Girl, I date nothing but Mexicans. My family is married nothing to Mexicans, so it was perfectly fine. But when he came home, I did get a chance to introduce Puerto Rican food to him for the first time. So that was pretty cool.
I get a kick out of I get a kick out of it sometimes because at my old
Oh,
job where I used to work at, my boss was Puerto Rican, right? And so I'm Mexican. And one time she just asked me for something, and she's like, "Ahorita," and I was like, but the way she said it, she's like, "Oh, ahorita." So I was like, so I stopped what I was doing and I got on whatever she wanted, right? And I gave it to her right away, and she's like, "Oh, you're done with and I was like, "No, because you said ahorita." She started laughing at me. She's like, "No, mija, ahorita means whenever you get a chance or whatever." Is that true?
Yeah, so Puerto Rican and Mexican Spanish under meanings and everything, like it's very different. But if you do speak to a Cuban or Dominican, their Spanish is very similar. But yeah, Mexican does have very different meanings and wordings towards the Spanish like that Puerto Ricans speak.
So her and I used to laugh all the time because she would say words to me and they mean something different, and I would react, and she's like, she's like, "Mija," and I'm like, "Okay, well, sorry, I didn't know." And she would just laugh, and she's like, "I can't believe that means that for you guys," and I was like, "Yeah." but it was funny, and I learned a lot through her, with it,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's interesting. So you guys were, were friends 3 years, and then he asked you to make it official, and you said yes.
Yes.
After that happened, how did the relationship change at all, or did you guys stay the same as when you guys were just friends? I mean, besides the
Um,
I love yous and all
it,
that stuff, but
no, it stood. It stood great. From friendship to a relationship, it stood great. The communication was always there. The laughter for sure was always there because we both like to joke and clown a lot. That was always there. Visitations were always great. That never changed until, like I said, the ending of him getting closer to coming home is when it started changing a lot. We started arguing and we started, having our debates and disagreements, and we weren't seeing eye to eye. But like I said, it was more closer to him coming home.
dating an inmate 10 years, right? Um, what would you say was the biggest, what should I say, the most difficult thing that you have to endure during that time?
Everything. You're alone out here. You're going through something, you can't call him. You can't confide in him. You can't reach out. You can't you if you write a letter, he's not gonna get it for a couple days. You can't call the prison and just say, "Hey, warden, I want to talk to so and so. Can you transfer the phone?" You can't do that. So it was everything, everything, financially, physically, emotionally. Um, it was everything, everything that has to do with that. Emotions was hard.
Would you advise somebody to
I will not
move in?
advise anyone to do that type of relationship respectfully, only because at the end of the day, looking back, going through what I went through, you're still out here single. You're out here still alone. You don't have a man to cuddle with at night. Besides those CDCR teddy bears that everyone makes. Um, and I feel women who like me, because at one point I did not know my worth. So, a lot of women don't know their worth, and they fall into, a lot of women, like myself, I'm making it clear, fall into that because it's easy to get a man like that. It's just, a lot of women still do that, but do them, stuff like that. But I don't advise it. It's hard. It's stressful. It's frustrating. It's heartbreaking. It's an emotional tear. It's overwhelming. It's not the best. You deal with a lot of manipulation. You deal with a lot of control from some of them in there as well, over phone and letters. I don't advise it. But to each his own. And if you want to do it, you do it. And a lot of you guys, I pray that what happened to me don't happen to you, even though just like he told me it wasn't, but it did, and they're telling you that it might, and it can. So I don't advise it, but again, women and men are going to do what they want to do, and and eventually they're going to learn the easy way, or they're going to learn the hard way as I did. But no, I don't advise it.
Do you feel that your relationship impacted your mental health at all?
At the end, it definitely did. I will say throughout those years, it was challenging because, when I needed him the most, I couldn't lean on him. When I needed that important phone call because something just literally happened in my life, I couldn't contact him. When I was going through my own personal stuff, I don't have him to wrap his arms around me and say, babe, I'm here. Babe, I got you. Babe, we gonna get through this. I didn't have that. I had to lean on family. I had to lean on who was really physically there. So at the end, when things were getting worse, my mental was more also getting to where I'm like, this isn't me. Who I'm turning, this isn't me. So, yes, it did mentally affect me, and it mentally ate me more when he came home and things went the way they went. That's where my mental really, really, really like was shot.
What kind of inmate was he? Was he the type that would call you and ask you, babe, I don't have no more money in my books. Babe, store is going to be on Tuesday and I don't want to order. Or was he more the, no, I got this. Don't send me anything. Or he would send you money. Did he send you money? Because there's some that they'll send money home.
Never have I ever had money sent to me. He would call me and he would tell me to contact his family, to let his family know it's store time and if they can send me the money, and I'd send him the money because his family was always busy. So they would send me money and I would send the money on his books. Now, there were a few times that I sent him money, but I can count on one hand how many times I did that. But when it was package time and store time, and they were having like special foods like Little Caesars or whatever come, he would contact me to inform his family to send me the money. There might have been probably 3 times that, like I said, he never sent me the money. He never was like, I got a bank account still open with money in it, I'm going to have them send it to you. No. But there were probably 1 or 2 times that he probably did say, take a little bit out of what they sent you and go do that. But it was mainly always for him. So, yeah, no. Never did I get sent money. Never did I send him all kind of money within all those years. No. Majority of it goes from his family.
So his family was the one that was supporting him the most.
Yes.
His family?
Yes. I was there.
Well, that's good.
Financially, I was there this much. His family was there a whole bunch, but I was there more for the emotional support. I was there more for what CDCR made mistakes on his credits and programs and all that. That's where I came in. And yeah, I did more of that.
So you did all that for him. You made sure that you guys didn't lose on when he got transferred and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's good. So how did that go? Because you not knowing anything about it and being new and had to learn all that. I mean, that itself, it's complicated.
Oh, yeah. When you don't know what you're walking into being with an inmate, you're going to learn. Trust me. You're going to learn. Shout out to Google, because Google helped me throughout all this whole entire time. And shout out to all the ladies that I did get to meet while I was in this journey that helped me through things that I didn't know. So that was a big, big help, that I did become friends with ladies that I didn't know, but we exchanged phone numbers. And when her man got in trouble, she would call me like, hey, did your man call you today? Is there a lockdown? Because I haven't heard from mine. And then it would be vice versa. So that's how I learned a lot about this, was Google and the ladies that were doing it with me.
Now, I don't want to get into like his whatever he was doing or whatever in there, but was there ever a moment where you got word that he got sent to the church, or like, for example, they go on lockdown? So those are scary enough because you don't know why they went on lockdown. Did you ever go through any of that? And then,
Of course. Of
not hear
course. I
from
went
him
through it all those years. He would call me and tell me like, oh, we got word that Next week, there's supposed to be a lockdown because they're going to be breaking down in cells and cells, or there's going to be a new crew or whatever. COs come. Yes. There were times where, yes, he got sent to the SHU once, and he got sent to the SHU, I want to say 2 years before he was coming home. I had no idea that he was in the SHU because we had just literally talked. So he got sent to the SHU, and at CCRC, there is no SHU at that. I don't know about now, but at that time there was no SHU. So he got sent to the Chino men's prison. And let me tell y'all, I found out. Shout out again to the ladies that were there, supporting me by the side. But I found out through a lady because her man called and was like, "Hey, so and so got sent to the SHU," and then she hit me up like, "Is your man's name?" Yeah, and oh well, he's in the SHU. What you mean he's in the SHU? We just talked so. I did my own investigation. And I contacted him before he ever contacted me while he was in the SHU. And let me tell you, he was like, "You a whole investigator, because babe, how the hell did you find me over here?" And but there were those moments. And then when he got caught with a cell phone, there were those moments as well because he got phone taken away. Although yes, he would sneak on the phone. And I didn't like it because he was close to being home at the time. And then there were moments where he was on lockdown and it was boring because my phone wasn't ringing. He's the only one that would call my phone. And we had certain times. And when those times came, I'm like, well, damn, I guess I just got to focus at work because, but yeah, it was boring and it sucked, but it's part of prison life. When you're a prison wife, girlfriend, friend, cousin, sister, you're doing time with them. Just FYI.
Yeah, I agree. I've said that, and many people look at me like I'm crazy, but you do. Whatever they go through, you go through it as well in your own different way, in your own way. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, so we're in prison, everything's going good. Did you guys ever talk about, what did you guys talk about? Did you guys ever make any plans, or like just where?
We made plans. We made a lot of plans. We made plans more so when he had came home. We made plans because,
You guys
he
were gonna
did.
move in together. You guys were gonna what? Because that's usually what people talk about.
We were going to buy a condo. His brother-in-law was going to help us. His brother-in-law is like his father figure because he didn't have his father in his life. So his brother-in-law was going to help us. We were going to get a condo. We were going to flip that condo and, keep going. We had our kids' names planned. We had our wedding day planned. I had his wedding ring already bought, which he knew. You guys, I had all the dreams and all the plans that they give you. I had it all. I had all those dreams.
All those rainbows and unicorns and flowers and everything.
All the promises, all the dreams. I had it all.
Now, would you say dating a man who's either in prison or he's already out versus dating a man that's never been to prison, would you say that it's different? Are these two men different in a
Definitely.
relationship?
Definitely different.
In what way?
In every way. You have a man that's in prison that can't do nothing. You have a breakup. What he gonna do? Keep 15-minute phone calls. What is he gonna do? Keep getting, "Hey homeboy, can I cut you? Can I cut you? Can I write you a letter?" Very different on how to handle it. And when you're handling out here and you have all this stuff going on in here and you want to talk to that person, you can't talk to that person because they're locked up. Again, you can't call the warden and be like, "Yo, we just broke up, but I need to confess some feeling. I need to let myself out." No. And the hurt that an inmate,
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
the hurt that an inmate gives you, it cannot compare to what a person in the streets give you. Now, the person in the streets, when you have a breakup, you could pull up to the house. Like, "No, it ain't over, homeboy. What you mean?" You could pull up to the house. You could call the person every day, all day, anytime you want. You could make it work out if you wanted to. You could catch him doing what things he's not supposed to do if he's doing things he's not supposed to do. It's a whole different type of hurt. And out here, it's like, oh, there's more men in the street. You can find new men in here. The same thing with prison, but for myself, it made me think like, well, do I want to keep going through that type of hurt? Nah, but it's totally two different type of hurts. And when I say the one from the prison hurt me more than any man that hurt me from the streets, I stand on that. I stand on that 100%. It hurts way more.
What about when they're out in a relationship compared to a man that, that's never been in prison in a relationship? Like a man in a relationship, both of them. If you're going to compare both of them, are they different or are they the same?
They're different. It's totally different. Everything is different.
Do they
You got to
handle a relationship
remember.
the same?
What's that?
Do they handle a relationship the same?
No. You got to remember, a man in the street, his mind is not institutionalized. So he knows how the street works. He knows how breaking up with somebody works. He knows how cheating on someone and all that type of stuff works. Now you got a man that's institutionalized who comes out and y'all, he's been surrounded by four walls for however many years. His mind is still not 100% all there. He's still like coming out as a whole child, like literally a child. You got to teach him all this stuff. So how he handled things is different. Like, we're not on the phone anymore, homeboy. Talk to me now. We here. We face to face. It's two different type of things. The mentalities are two different type of mentalities. You got a free mind and a captive mind. And a captive mind, once they're in there for so long, they stay captive for a while in that mind until they really get used to the real world out there. So yeah, they do handle things differently.
When he first got out, did he get like social anxiety and all that stuff?
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he first got out, you would have thought he had been out for a while because he was just playing the cool, walking in the stores and stuff like nothing. But he did trip about how people are rude and don't say excuse me and how they like walk in between you without, asking you to move and stuff like that. Yeah, it did bother him. He would look at people like, bro, like you didn't just see me standing right there, like. So he did, people looking at him and stuff like that. And I feel like people can't tell when someone's fresh out. So, people did stare. He did feel people were very rude. Because in prison, it's a respect thing in there. Thank you, yes, please, you're welcome. God bless you, whatever it is. And he told me that it's different. It was different for him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Describe him to us. Is he all tatted up? You said he was buff. Like,
oh,
buff,
girl, he
up,
tatted
typical?
up. That's what made me start liking tattoos. As y'all see, like, let me tell you, I didn't like tattoos in the beginning, and then he tatted. Like, everything is tatted except, well, I don't know about now, but when I was with him, except his lower stomach. But his whole chest, arms, and his whole back, definitely tatted. And he buff. He had a little six pack, and he lost a lot of weight when he was in prison because he went in there as a big boy. But girl, that's what made me got into it. But yeah, he's very tatted up.
So you like that, huh?
Now I do now, girl, but I did it then. I just don't do the whole face though. Thank God he didn't have the face, but he didn't have the face. He didn't have the neck, but
Was he a pelón?
Yeah.
Is he a pelón? His bald head?
He's starting. Well, when I was with him, like he was starting to get it right here and like the dents right here, and he used to tell me it was because I stressed him out. I said, no, homeboy, you had that before me. So now he might be now, but he was holding on to them little spikes he had, girl. Let me tell you, he was holding on.
He doesn't shave his head bald?
No, at the time when I was with him, no. He would get a fade. And I would tell him, just shave the whole head. What you holding on to? And he's like, no, I got hair. Like, no, we gonna figure this out.
3 pelitos right here, but he got hair.
Yeah, girl, he was gonna hold on to that.
Okay, so, take us to him getting out now. He got out. You picked him up. Who picked him up?
So I was supposed to pick him up. So before I ever entered into his life, he had it planned to get picked up by his brothers and, the guys in his family. So I respected it, but then, of course we got together and stuff like that. So it changed too. I was picking him up. So I was supposed to pick him up, but at the end of his prison term, we like I told you guys, things started getting rocky. We started bumping heads, and he was like, "You know what? You're not picking me up now. They're gonna pick me up." So I wasn't gonna make a big, even though I felt a lot of people were like, "No, you deserve that though. You held it down, like, And I get it. You're right. I should have, but he was in his feelings about how we were going back and forth, and so therefore, no, I did not pick him up. His brother-in-law, his nephew, and his brother and a cousin picked him up, and I waited for him here at my home.
Really?
Yep.
So, okay, so he got home and you went to go visit him, or like how long was it before you saw him after he got out?
No, I seen him the same day because when he got home, he came straight here to my house to meet my mom and dad. I was his first stop. And I hopped in my car. And no, I hopped in my own car by myself, y'all, because he wanted to ride with his family. So I rode from my house to his home welcoming party by myself and following him in the next car.
So he got out, and the first day he got out, he met your family?
He met my mom and my dad. That was what he wanted. I spoke to my parents. They were cool with it, and that's what we did.
Wow, what'd your parents say after that, after meeting him? They were okay with him?
Well, my dad got four girls, and I'm the baby. So I'm there. No matter how old I am, they're always going to be protective.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad told him, my daughter been through a lot of things with guys. She's been hurt. She's been through this. She's been through that. But she's an amazing person. She's strong. She loves hard. And he was like, I know. I love your daughter. And I plan on marrying your daughter. I'm not going anywhere. And it just became lies in my dad's face.
Sorry to hear that. So they had a party for him. Had you met his family before? Because you
Yeah.
said that they were seeing you met, so you had met them before.
So I already knew his mom. I had already knew his. He had twin brothers, and I had already knew his brother-in-law.
Oh, he's a twin?
No, not him. His brothers.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and I had already met his oldest nephew, and I had already met his sister. So I knew the intermediate family. I met both of his twins because his twin was his co-defendant as well. So I met him when he got out of prison before him. And the barbecue or the taquero man that we had, I ended up meeting more people. I ended up meeting his godmother, some cousins, and like a handful of friends because he didn't invite everybody.
How was your relationship with his family?
It was amazing. I loved his mom. His mom loved me. They liked me. We were. It was good. It was cool. It was always great vibes. They hugged me every time they saw me. I hugged them back. It was always great. Thank you for It was always thank you for taking care of this and that and da da da. But not one time when he got home, not one time did they come up to me the day of his home and say thank you for all these years. Not one time, except one or two people.
Oh, really? They didn't thank you for being there for him and all that?
No, they just thanked me at the times when he was in prison and I took care of situations.
Oh,
Other
okay.
than that day he came home, it was his godmother who I had met before he came home as well because I had went to her house and hung out for a while. And it was his godfather's wife who came up to me and said thank you for everything and holding it down all these years. And one of his cousins, who's not he's kind of like a cousin to him. He as well said thank you for holding my boy down. That's it.
How'd you feel about that?
You know, I know what I did at the end of the day. I know what I did for him. I know that I was there. I know I did my part as I should have as his girl. it did kind of suck, you know, a little bit because damn, you know, like like I was there. I did not leave his side now one time when I since I had entered it. But it happens, you know, and at the end of the day, like I said, I know what I did and that's where I pat myself on the back.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we do it because we want to do it, you know, whether it works in our favor or not, but I
Love
don't
is
know.
blind, y'all. Love is definitely blind.
Hmm. Especially you at all this, you know, you had no idea, yeah, how they talk and how it is. I mean, you could have never known, you know what I mean? You just believed them. You said, and a lot of girls, a lot of girls, a lot of girls, a lot of girls.
Not did I just believe him by his words. See, where I come from, my background, if we introduce you to mom and dad, brother, sister, nephew, niece, that's because, baby, you ain't going nowhere. Like, you right here. So, when he did that to me, and knowing that his mom was his only parent, knowing he always told me his mama was on his pedestal, um, and him introducing me to his mom, forget the brothers and siblings, right? But to his mom, I thought that's where I was like, once we locked in, ain't no switching up. But it was a whole switch up. And I was like, damn, like, you introduced me to your mama. We weren't even together when he introduced me to his mama. He gave me his mom's phone, was like, here, call my mom. She needs help on how to put money on books because his mom didn't know English and stuff like that. So I guided her all the time. I took her with me to visits. She flew with me to visits. She stood in hotel room, everything. And so I thought that because, you know, I met his mom and he's that typical Hispanic that, you know, once you meet my mom, like you in, you know? But when he came home, it wasn't like that. Even though when he
Really?
came home, I did take his mom to places and hung out with her and I did do all that too. But it wasn't like that.
So, tell us, first night together.
What's that question?
Was it worth the wait?
In Puerto Rican, we say coño, and I'm going to say coño no. Hell no. Let me just say, he talked a great one. He talked a good one. When I come home, I'm laying down the pipe. When I come home, I'm going to unclog the pipe. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, I'm right here and I'm waiting. When it came to that night, I got, we got into the shower and stuff, yes. We went to the bedroom, yes. And I'm tired. I looked at him like, what? What you, no, I'm tired too. I've been up early waiting for you all day too. I'm tired. I said, well, and I started talking shit. Hey, you was talking a great one on the phone all these years, a couple nights before. What you mean you tired? I waited just as long as you waited. Like, boy, you should be up in these chonies. Like, what you mean? But nope, it was me that talked crap to him to get him up. And it was it was basically, you could say, a quickie. And then he said, I'm tired, and he laid in the bed, and that's it. We went to sleep. We probably took 2 pictures laying down together, and that was it.
Shut up. Really? No way.
Girl, that's why I went like this.
I thought you went like, like, woo!
Girl, I wasn't sore the next day. I thought I was going to be sore. I wasn't sore.
He said, I'm tired? Well,
I said, well, I'm tired too. You thought I didn't wait for you all day? I couldn't even sleep last night knowing you was finally coming home. And there was no more visitation like that. Yeah.
really? Usually, I don't know about everybody, but you would think that he'd be excited, you know?
You know, just for all that, I
No.
could have just bought a toy. But if I knew it was going to be like that, if you want me to be
Oh
honest.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Did it get better?
Yes,
Maybe he
it
was
did.
nervous. Let's give a benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was nervous. You know, he'd been in there for, what, 15 years?
Girl, you make me want to put this backwards. No. No, it did not get no better. No,
Oh,
it was
love is
just
blind, huh?
love is stupid. It was stupid, but it did not get better. Now, there was one time, it was a month before we really, like, it really went all bad. That's when he really gave me the good. And I said, well, damn, 3 months later, it's about time. And he said, the only reason why I gave it to you like that is because I'm trying to show you what you could lose.
Uh,
But all the other times, no, it was always me putting myself on him to get what I wanted. Because he was always tired or he wasn't like really in the mood or whatever. And the last time, the last time we did it, I wanted it. And it was we were already rocky. We were already real rocky. And he said, I'm gonna give it to you, but don't catch feelings. I
okay,
said,
wait. You're jumping ahead. Wait. Let's go back a little
okay,
bit.
go ahead.
Go back a little bit. Okay. First night, not the best. So you guys stayed at a hotel? You guys stayed at your house or
Yeah,
his
we got a
house?
hotel. We got a hotel by a marina out here in the Bay Area.
Okay. So you stayed with him like the whole couple days or just the night or
No, so I stood with him the first night, and then that whole week I had took off. I stood by myself, but out there in the Bay Area because I'm like 45 to an hour away from him.
so he just stayed with you one night and the rest of the time you stayed by yourself?
Yeah, and then he would come with me like during the daytime to chill at the hotel room or meet me up there when he did get a car and stuff like that.
He didn't stay with you at the hotel?
No, he couldn't.
Because
He was on an ankle monitor and all that stuff, so he couldn't.
he paroled to a certain address, right? So, okay.
And he
Wow,
already
okay.
had his parole officer the next day, so yeah, no, he couldn't.
Right.
Tap and share,
So,
y'all.
and thank you for the gifts and thank you for the likes and share. Tap the screen. Um, okay, so doesn't that like isn't it frustrating like they're out but yet they still can't like him. He couldn't spend the night with you at the hotel because he had to report back to home or they I mean so they're like out but they're still like incarcerated in a way.
But yeah, he had curfew. He was on ankle monitor, and he did have to report every Tuesday, I think it was. But you know, it did suck because it's like, damn, I waited all these years, but then it's like, what can get worse? He didn't really want it on the first night. He didn't really, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, but yeah, them coming home, having curfew, being on ankle monitor, and having to report to somebody, yeah, definitely still feels like they're in prison still.
And now for them, I mean for us we're just like we still have restrictions. We still have this. But for them must be they must feel even worse cuz it's like yeah, I'm out in the streets but you know, I'm still being
He
told what to
wasn't
do.
tripping. He wasn't tripping that he had to be home at a certain time because he was free. So he didn't. It didn't really bother him because he was still free. He just made sure he did everything he had to do. And let me tell y'all, if you have a man coming home, be prepared to be busy and going all over places. Be prepared because that's what it was. And he would be like, "I gotta be home. I gotta be home in like 10 minutes. Okay, chill. We only 5 minutes away from home. Like you know." But yeah.
So let me just ask you something. Before he got out, you guys had already been together 10 years and all that, right? Did you ever consider getting like a place for him to parole to,
Yeah,
like a
definitely.
move in?
So where he was living out with his mom in that same apartment, literally across was a place for rent, and I talked to him about it.
Wow.
And girl, what happened was I'm glad I didn't do that. Um, I did. I talked to him about it, and he was like, yeah, da da da, and things just started getting really rocky really fast. So it didn't happen.
Did you talk to him after he got out or before he got out about it?
It was after we had when I was at his mom's house, and I
Oh,
seen it.
okay. Yeah, I was saying, like before he got out, you never considered maybe I'll get a spot for us or.
We did, yes, but he already like for a long, long time. Um, he had already had all his parole stuff like set in stone, so he didn't change anything.
You want to move it? Do you think that if you guys would have done that, the outcome might have been different?
I want to say yes, but I want to lean towards yes, but
You never know.
97% leads to no.
So okay, so the first week home, you said you guys running around. Tell us about it. Like, how was the first week of him being home?
Annoying, and it was cool. Don't get me wrong, it was great because he was finally home. I got to see him and touch him and feel him and call him and do all that you long to do while someone's incarcerated. But it was annoying because he was always on the phone. His family was always calling him, and he knew I would be so mad and irritated because I was like, my eyebrow was up, and he just knew, and he would be like, "Sorry, babe, they just calling to see what I'm doing." Well, can you tell them, damn, hold on, like, we out right now. We on a date. But yeah, they would blow up his phone. So it was like I got my time with him, but then they got a lot of time with him too. And when it would come to the weekends, I did work swing shifts, so I did work Saturdays. But when it came to the weekends, like he was with them. He wasn't making plans with me, or he wasn't inviting me to when I was somebody like, yo babe, 2 o'clock, we about to have a barbecue at the house, come through.
Mhm.
No, it was never like that. It was not like that. It was more like, babe, what you gonna do? Yeah, so my uncle planned this and da-da-da. Oh, can I come? I don't know what I'm gonna do after. He didn't want me around.
He didn't want you around.
I would say like, are we gonna hang out today? I don't know. So the first day, or let me go back. The second day is the first night in bed, yes, that was a red flag. But the second day is when I started seeing more red flags, especially when we all went out to dinner and he told me, I'll meet you there. I'm driving with my brother in law. You could drive your car. And I'm like, there's room. And when his brother in law seen me going to my car to get in to go follow, he was like, where are you going? I said, he told me to take my own car. And he was like, no, there's room in this truck. You're getting in the truck. And I don't think he liked that because he didn't even talk to me the whole way when he was in the car. But
So he switched up on you right away.
second day,
Did you talk to him about it or did you
of course,
discuss
yeah.
it with him?
I'm the type of person that if I see something I don't like, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to, talk to you about it. I brought it up to his attention and it just went right away to yelling at me. It went right away to, they're my family. And I'm like, well, what am I? Who am I? What did I do again for you? It went right away to just be patient with me. I just got home. And it went right away to just chill out type of stuff.
Did it get better?
No, nothing got better.
So you said that he yelled at you. Had he ever raised his voice at you before or spoken to you?
Yeah,
When he was in prison?
no. He was super sweet when he was in prison.
So he got out and you got a whole different type of guy than
Yes,
what you were used to.
yes.
Um, and so when you'd ask him what's going on, um, he would make it into an argument, or he would just blow you off?
He'll blow me off, raise his voice, get annoyed and irritated, and not talk to me, and have like a serious, straight, mean face. And I was always trying, like, babe, what's wrong? Like, babe, just talk to me. Like, yeah.
And what'd you think about that? Like, what would go through your mind?
Hurt. I was hurt. I was confused. I was devastated. In shock, because that's not the man that portrayed to be. That's not the man who he portrayed it to be while he was incarcerated. And I always heard good things about him. And when he came home, I don't know what was good about him. So I was hurt. I was already starting to mentally feel it.
Does he have any kids?
Right now, I don't know, but then no.
No. So I'm assuming at that point you figured, you know what, forget it, I'm out of here.
No.
No.
I loved him so much that I fought, I begged, I cried, I chased. I did everything that a lot of women would do if they're, in love with someone. And sadly, but it wasn't just it. I kept going. I kept going because I said, we always called ourselves the power couple. And we always told each other that if we could make it through prison, we can always for sure make it through anything in the streets, because prison was the worst type way to have a relationship, the hardest way. We always had that agreement. We always said we were the powerful couple. And when he came home, I would remind him of that. And he didn't care.
What makes you say that he didn't care?
His body language, his emotions, his attitude, his language. You could tell he didn't care.
So, did you ever find out why he changed, or what happened? Talk to us.
It took me a while. I started, so just to make it clear, all this emotions I was going through during all the hard times when he came home, I kept it to myself. I told my best friend out in Georgia. And I told another old best friend that I used to have, like, everything I was going through. And she actually personally met him in prison when she went with me one time. And so I held everything to myself, but it was getting too much to where I couldn't hold it anymore. And I finally broke loose and started telling people, and it was him, I figured something was going fishy, because not only did he start disrespecting me, but his phone went from me seeing his phone, looking at his phone, to a password, to what's your password? Don't worry about it, to hiding his phone to the side. So when I started seeing that, that's when I fully knew with my whole heart that something was really more than what it was. And I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it, because I loved him. I held it down. I was there. At his hardest, darkest times, I was there. So I loved him so much. I didn't want to believe him. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. I didn't want to believe the actions. I didn't want to believe none of that. And that's why, although I seen it, I was still holding on so much. So much. And I don't know if I'm getting ahead when I'm going to say this, but when I would text him, it went from conversations to just emojis. Those were my response. Most of the emojis were him covering his face, him mad, like frustrated, thumbs up, thumbs down, this emoji, that emoji. that's what my responses were to his messages. So that was one of the biggest things that caught my attention to, I'm losing this guy. The second one was when I texted him and I was like, hey babe, how was your day at work today? Blah, blah, blah. Did you eat lunch? How was lunch? Da, da, da. And he called me and he was like, what? I'm busy. God, da, da, da. What do you want? And I'm like, just got home from work, just saying hi, you know? And I asked him, and I was already crying. I was already crying because, like I said, it was already going bad. So I was already crying, and I asked him flat out, are you still in love with me? I need to know. I want to know. And I'm bawling, laying here on my bed. I'm bawling by myself, trying to be quiet because I did not want my family to know what I was going through. And he said, no. No, I'm not in love with you. No, I'm not. And hung up the phone. And when I say that took me out, because I was still in love, no matter how hard he was treating me, that took me out. I sat there and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to shower. I didn't want to do nothing. It took me out. But it didn't stop there. Even though he told me that, I still was fighting. I'm like, and I started praying. I started sending him prayers, long prayers. I was praying for us, and I just said, and finally it just got to a point where I said, Lord, if this is not the man that you have for me, remove him. Remove the heartache, remove the pain, remove the disrespect, remove what is not of you. I ask that you remove him. And about a couple weeks to a month after, he was removed. And the way he got removed was because not only did I pray, but on our last date, he took me to Santana Row in San Jose, California. I paid for my, keep in mind, you guys, I paid for every single date. I paid for every single outing. If he did not have a receipt or a gift card, it was me doing it.
Did he work though? Did he have income?
Yeah, he had a job. He had a job 2 months being home. He had a car and he had his license. They bought him a car. I took him to help him get his license, and he did that.
But yet you still paid for everything.
And he had money. But people told him if he used his account, it was going to penalize him because you have to have a certain amount in the bank. And I said, no, not true. You don't have nothing pending. You have money in there. He showed me at the restaurant, the last date we ever had, he showed me that he had over $500. Didn't even offer to pay half.
Did he ever buy you any gifts? Or did you guys ever go shopping? Or did he ever buy anything for you?
I bought him everything. I bought him his stuff when he came home. I bought him his stuff before he came home. And I bought him stuff when he got home. All the way up until that Christmas. All I got was a box, a gift box this big, of a Tiffany Co. perfume set. Out of all the years I was with him, from prison to home, I got that. And when he was in prison in 2019 or 2020, he sent me a bouquet of roses for the first time in all those years for my birthday. That's the only two things he had ever gave me.
So tell us about the last dinner date you said. What happened then?
The last dinner date, mind you, it had already been 3 weeks, maybe. Well, maybe 3 weeks. It had been since we had no longer intercourse. So that was dead out. Our last date, we went to Santana Row because he wanted to show me it. I had never been there, so he wanted to take me. We went. Beautiful during Christmas time. Very beautiful place.
What is that? A city? I mean, I don't know what it
It's
is.
a little like town, and it has restaurants and a nice like clubs and like a nice mall across the street. Fancy mall, classy mall.
Oh,
We
okay.
went to the mall. We walked around. I don't know why we went to the mall. Homeboy didn't buy nothing. I sure didn't buy nothing. He was trying on like sunglasses and stuff like that. But we went, walked the whole mall. Nothing happened. He was like, "Oh, I've always wanted to try that restaurant." I'm like, "Oh, but let's go." We went and we sat there, looked at the menu. We sat together, close to each other, yes. Looked at the menu. We ordered our food. We sat there, we talked. I took some pictures. He didn't want to take pictures. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to capture the moment, whether you're in that funk mood or not. He was already with a serious looking attitude, face, all that. But I was trying to enjoy every scene. Even though we were on, it was rocky, I was still trying to make it the best. Right? I was still trying to make it like, look, babe, you doing all that, but I'm still here. You know? Like, I love you. But you know, he's like, "Oh, all you're gonna do is just post these pictures and blah, blah, blah." Well, duh, cause I ain't hiding you. Like my baby home now. Like hello. And the pictures, I posted one of them on my story. You could tell he looks pissed, mad, don't want to be next to me, but oh well. And we went, we ate. He said, "Okay, let's pay for it." Well, I paid for it, and he said, "Let's go get a dessert." He loved a Vanity Bowl, I think that's what it's called, like a healthy place, because he was still on his health, thing when he got home with his body. We went, and it was quite some time away, and we went, and to make this clear, by the way, you guys, to make this real clear, the times I would be at work and he would be at the mall with his family, nephew, or whoever, he would send me pictures of a jersey, glasses, a hat that he wanted. Okay, buy it. You work. But he would send it to me so that I could buy it. No, I didn't buy it. For Christmas, I did buy him his 49er jersey. I did. Everything else he sent me, no, I did not. But I'm going to go back a little bit, but because it leads to this. But that moment when he would send me those pictures, hello, I zoomed into those pictures. His engagement ring was already off that finger the second month of him being home. So forget what he was wearing to show me what he wanted. I zoomed in on the finger. That's what caught my attention. So when I approached him about it, when I texted him about it, he would get pissed. He would get mad. He would yell at me. "What you talking about? My ring is on my finger." "No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You at dinner sending me pictures with you and your family." "No, there's no ring." And he sent me a picture walking the mall like this. And I said, "Now it's on your finger." Me, I wore my ring every day. Every day. Even when we were fighting, I still stood faithful. So that already was a big start of the arguments. Now, when it came to the last night and we were at dinner, or we were at our dessert place, the night before that restaurant, the night before, he had took his niece to dinner because it was her birthday. So he took her to dinner. So he was paying with his gift card because he never paid cash for it when it came to me. And he showed me a picture. And if you have an iPhone, if you don't clear that little gallery at the bottom of your pictures, it's going to show all your pictures to whoever you're showing to. Well, I had blonde highlights. I didn't have blonde hair. Highlights I had. And I clicked on it. And I said, who the is she? And it was a white, I don't know if she's white or a white Hispanic, I don't know. But it was a white chick with blonde hair. And he went like, this is my other phone. He said, she's no one but a family friend. I said, well, what's kind of family friend? I've never seen her at a function. I never seen her in pictures. I never heard about this chick. So I went outside because your girl's blood was boiling, I swear. And I came back in. I got my dessert and we walked outside. And I said, are you cheating on me? And he said, no. He said, ain't no one effing cheating on you. What the hell, man? That's just a friend. And I said, and how does it look that you got female friends in your gallery that you saving? Why are they even sending you pictures? Didn't you even tell them that you were engaged? Don't these girls know? Yes, yes, yes. Are you sure? Because it don't seem like they knew. Yeah. We got in the car and he sat there and he ate and he ate. And I sat there with my thing melting on the floor, looking out the window, crying my eyes out. Because I finally got my answer. And I looked at him and he looked at me like, why are you crying? What do you mean? I just caught you. The whole argument, the whole argument, the whole drive I meant, we had an argument. And I told him, everything I done for you, all those years I waited for you, I could have had somebody. I could have had a family. I could probably have been married, but I waited for you because my dumb ass loved you. I held you down. Don't you see that? Don't you know? And he said, don't throw everything in my face. Don't throw that in my face. No, because it's the truth. Well, we got home and we started arguing outside. And he said, nah, we not doing it at my... I said, I don't give a damn whose house I am. Whose house I'm at. I don't care where I'm at. We were arguing outside. And he thought that by taking me inside to give me a little quickie was going to do something. Because no, it did not. It did not. It did not. And I was so dumb, you guys. I was dumb. Listen to me clearly. I did not know my worth. I did not know my value. I did not know my love for myself. I was so dumb that before I even caught him cheating, I had already purchased 49er tickets to a game for him, with him. And I was so dumb that I still took him to this game. And yes, my family told me no. My friends told me no. But I still sat there and took him anyways. And didn't pay no mind to me, of course. Didn't care, of course. As I was trying to take a picture with him, he yelled at me. Yes. And that same day, we didn't even eat. We went to breakfast. That was the same day he told me, I'll give you sex, but don't catch feelings. And I told him, what you mean? How can I not catch feelings when I've been with you? I held you down for 10 years. What you mean? The feelings are there. The feelings been there. What? That was so dumb. That's how my morning that day started. We went to breakfast. I paid. Went to the game. After the game, I said, let's go eat. He liked that sauce restaurant. He said, no, I'm going to go eat cereal. You know what he ended up doing? Linking up with that girl after I dropped him off. And when all the truth came out and when all the truth raveled, the only way that I knew I was blocked from his phone was because it didn't go through. My text never went through. So I contacted his brother-in-law. Yes, I sure did. And I told him what happened. And he called him. And I'm blowing him up private. And I'm blowing him up, blowing him up, blowing him up, blowing him up. He was with that girl, but I didn't care. I was blowing him up. He answered the phone yelling at me. What the do you want? I'm at the mall. I'm trying to exchange clothes. Da, 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 da. Why you block me? And all I did that day was text him. I had took a nap, woke up, and I asked him how his workout was. Because after work, he always went and worked out. But that's when I found out I was blocked. His brother-in-law called him and said he needed to talk to me. Because going ghost like that was not it. After I had been there. He called me. He did. He called me laughing. He called me talking shit. He called me denying everything. Only to call him and tell me that he couldn't talk to me because he was going out with his family and they were picking him up. The girl contacted me, going off on me that I needed to leave her man alone. And she was in bed with him. And they've been in bed together for a long time already. The whole time they were in bed together, y'all, we were still together. Shout out to my girl Anna for being there for me, because she took me in her man's car, parked in front of his house to see if he was going to walk out with a girl, because his car was home. Even got out of the car and went by his window and the whole house was dark. And I said, now he in there with her, because she already had let me know. And I was petty too, because I was pissed. So I contacted her man. And I said, and mind you, she had a family with this guy.
The girl did?
The girl he cheated on me had a family with another guy. And I contacted that guy and I said, is this your girl? He said, yeah, but he left me. She left me for a dumbass. And I said, well, that dumbass was my man. And we went back and forth texting, and he wanted to hook up, like not hook up like that, but kicking and whatnot. And no, I never went to hang out with her baby daddy. But that was it.
Did he ever admit? I mean,
well,
did he ever apologize? Did he ever say anything?
No. He didn't apologize to me right there and then, no. On January 2022, January 1st of 2022, that was our anniversary. That would have been our anniversary right there. And he met up with me that last day to give me that gift, the Tiffany & Co. gift. And I already knew at that moment that was it. I already knew at that moment I would never see him again in my life. I already knew. He didn't give me a hug. I asked for a hug. He gave it to me. He said, here, and he walked away. I changed my phone number. It was so hard, but I changed my phone number. From January to November, as I was going through my depression, as I was going through my heartache, as I was going through the confusion of, what did I do? What happened? I would text him. I text his phone. Even though I was blocked, I still was texting his phone every day, because that was part of my healing. Because that was part of me allowing myself to release every emotion and everything that I felt. So I would text his phone, even though I knew I wasn't getting a response. I text him every day, long paragraphs of how I felt, what I was going through, how he hurt me. That was part of my healing. That year of 2022, I found out that I had thyroid cancer. As you guys see, I have a scar. He knew what I was going through with my thyroid because he was with me at the time. He was in prison when he knew everything that I was going through. Even though we were no longer together, even though I was still depressed, even though I was trying to heal, I contacted him from a fake phone number. And I told him I had thyroid cancer and I had surgery. And I contacted him just for that. But he turned it into the situation of what had happened between us, and he was yelling at me through the text. I wasn't allowing him to talk to me like that no more. So I yelled back. I went bad on him back. And I told him, was that really your family friend? And he said, no, I met her at work. He said, I don't want nothing to do with you anymore. So don't contact my phone number anymore. I'm done with you. And I said, I've been done with you too. But I had only reached out to you to tell you about my thyroid, not to talk to you about what happened with you and I. He said, we're not friends. And I said, we will never be friends. That's it. It's a wrap. He said, you made me look bad. No, you made yourself look bad because everything you said, you promised, you did not do. You came home and I didn't even know who you were. And he said, I apologize for all my wrongdoing. And this was in November. Almost a year later, almost. And I said, I don't know if I take your apology sincere or you're doing it just because. But this is something I finally did want to hear. And that was it. Blocked him from the fake number. People were sending me pictures of him and that girl walking the same park that he took me to. Probably the same restaurants he took me to. I don't know. But he took her to that same park where him and I had just walked a few months before. And to this day, he might be in the trash can digging for some more hoes. Because I don't know nothing about this guy. Because I changed my whole phone number. And I will tell you guys, I am from the Bay Area like I stated in the beginning. And when I first drove back to the Bay Area for the first time after our breakup, I had anxiety up the ass because I was scared to run into him. And that is why I came onto TikTok to share my journey, to not put no prison wife down. No, hell no. Because I was in your shoes. I got respect for it. But to let y'all know that not all the men in there are who they say they are. And just because you might have known them before prison, in prison they change as well. They're going to change. Just the person you knew who they were inside prison, they're going to change in there. And when they come home, they're not going to be the same person either that you knew before prison. They're not. They're confined around walls, y'all. And around men, around manipulative stuff, all kind of that stuff. So that's why I shared my story, was to share with everybody that some of those men are not who they say they are. They're not who those big dreams and promises will be. And I share it with love and respect to all of the women. And I'm blessed to have made it to the platform. And I'm blessed to have helped so many women around this app. Because when I first shared my story, I had DMs. It took me 2 days to respond to y'all. But I did it. Until I still do it today when people hit me up. Because I'm not a creator who's going to ignore you. I'm a creator who's going to help and try to guide you. And try to spread positivity and the best advice I could give to you. And that's what I do on this app. So if you DM me, I'm going to answer to you. And that's a promise. So that's why I shared my story, is because I've been through it. I went through it. And I want to see all you queens be happy and all you queens win. And if your story becomes a good story and you guys win and you guys do work out when he comes home, hey, I'm proud of y'all. I'm happy for y'all. But majority of them don't work out. They don't. And that's why I shared my story.
So how has your past relationship shaped your outlook for any future relationships?
Very much different. Like I said, now when I went through that relationship, like I said, I didn't know my worth or anything. First off, I give glory to God because he got me through it. My family helped me through it. The people who knew what I was going through helped me through it. So I give them all a shout out, big thank yous to all that first. But now that I know my worth and I know that I'm worth more than a phone call, I'm worth more than a letter. I'm worth more than a 5 hour, 6 hour drive. I know my worth now and I'm in love with myself because you have to be in love with yourself to know your worth first. And now that I'm in love with myself, I love you too, cousin. I will never let no man degrade me. I will never let no man put me down. I will never let no man be aggressive towards me, be manipulated toward me, gaslight me, use me. I will never. And if a man don't know my worth from the beginning, that man is not going to get any of my time, nor my attention. And that's period. And I stand on that. So if a man wants to date me now, that man better know my worth. He better know that I am somebody's daughter. He better know I'm a beautiful ass queen. And he better know that I'm real and I'm straightforward. And if I see something fishy and funny and I see them red flags, take care. It was nice knowing you because you ain't worth my time. Because I'm not going to give my time to nobody who don't know my worth.
I agree. I agree. And it's unfortunate that most of us have to go through a heartache or a traumatic experience to realize what our value and our worth is. But once we find it,
It's the best feeling ever. The best feeling. It feels amazing to feel free, smile, be happy, be joyful, and nothing could tear me down. You guys seen screen recordings of me, yeah? Wreck-It Ralph this and that, but guess what? It don't tear me down because at the end of the day, that don't define who I am. That don't define who I truly am. So I don't care if anybody calls me the next name. I don't care if a man, I've been through worse. I've been through worse. And none of that defines me. None of that tells my character. None of that shows you who I truly am. Unless you personally get to talk to me one-on-one, you will know who I am. Facts. So I
absolutely,
don't let it don't define me.
absolutely. You touched base on your platform and sharing your story.
Mm-hmm.
And how you had a good response. You got it took you 2 days to answer all the messages. Can you? I don't know if you're comfortable with, but can you share a story? Is there a situation that can stick out like this just pops in your mind right now of someone that you've helped, or that you've given advice and you know that it's helped them, or anything like that?
I've helped a lot of women on here. There's one story that stands out to me. She was not a prison wife, but her best friend was. And I know a lot of women are going to relate to this that are in the situation right now because I know it's relatable for me when I was in it. Her best friend was with somebody incarcerated. RIP to her best friend, she now passed away. But when she would reach out to her to tell her about her man in prison, she didn't want to hear about him because of where he was. She didn't care to hear about him. Nothing. When she heard me tell my story, when she listened to my story, she wrote me and she said, as you talk in your story, I could hear my best friend. Because everything that you explained in there, she was trying to explain to me. But because I didn't like the situation, I ignored her. And now she's gone. But now I know what she was going through when she was just trying to reach out to me. So when I say that story is because people want to be heard. When they're dating someone in prison, it's not easy. It's not. But people want to be heard as well because they need advice. They want help. You guys might not agree to the situation or the story. And I get that and I respect that. But at the end of the day, just like your husband or you might be going through something and you go and call your friend and talk to them about that, it's the same thing. It's just that your man is free and theirs isn't. So listen to that friend. Give that friend, be a real friend and don't wishy-wash the advice you want to give. Give them some real advice as if you were in those shoes. Listen to that friend because if you don't know if that relationship might want to take your friend out. You don't know if that relationship might have your friend sitting there drinking bottles and bottles of alcohol or popping pills or whatever the case may be. So my biggest advice is to listen to your family member, listen to your friend. My family didn't like it, but they listened to me. My friends didn't care, but they heard me. That's all you got to do is listen to your friend when they trying to talk, because now her best friend is gone and now she can't tell her best friend, I finally understand you because I ran into someone else's story. She can't tell her friend that no more. So I advise that you listen, give them the best advice that you also would need if it was your husband or your man, and be there. You don't always have to agree to the situation, but just by you listening to your friend and showing your friend that you care and that you still love them. You might not love the situation, but if you love them, you're going to listen. So I do give advice for that. Another story that stood out to me was a lady who held over 20 something years down for their man, came home, he got a weapon, he pointed it to her head, and he said, you're going to take me to the bank and you're going to give me everything you got. If not, I'm going to pew your child. And mind you, the man he was when he came home was not the man she knew that was in prison. Never showed any type of those type of signs until he came home. And that's why I stand strong on when I say who you know in there might not always who is not who you're going to know out here. If you don't know what their shit smell like, their fart smell like, what color piss they have, you ain't going to know it out here. Just because you got to know them over the phone and letters and in visits in prison, that doesn't mean that's who they're going to be when they're home. And I stand strong on that. And I say it with a lot of respect. But there's so many stories that stood out to me, and so many stories that were not my stories, but very similar to my stories. And I'm like, damn. A lot of them thanked me for being the voice. A lot of them thanked me for being their voice, because a lot of them were embarrassed to come on here and share their story until they ran across me. They said, I'm not alone. No, baby, you're not alone. The thing about a lot of prison relationships on here is they want to show the good, the video visits. Hey, baby, I love you. I miss you. The cute pictures. But they don't show when the man is controlling them, manipulating them, gaslighting them, making up stories, the arguments. They don't show that. But me, I try to show every single part of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And a lot of my stories stood out to a lot of people. And I've had women contact me saying, I helped them heal. I helped them leave their relationship because they've been wanting to, but they didn't know how. That I opened up their eyes to really see what can really happen. And that right there was a blessing for me, because at the end of the day, that's all I want to do is help. All I want to do is help you through a journey that's not easy. And like I said, there's so many stories, so many DMs. There was even a video of me crying on here, thanking everybody for reaching out, thanking everybody for messaging me and DMing me. And when I came on here, that's what I wanted my platform to be. To empower women, to uplift women who are vulnerable, who are broken, who don't know their worth, and who don't love themselves as they should. Because all you women are queens. All you guys are kings. And we don't get that respect a lot. We don't get that treatment all the time by men. And that's why I wanted to come on here to make y'all know that I didn't know my worth. Now I do. I'm a queen and you're a queen. And you're gonna go through that situation. And I pray to God it ain't gonna be a bad one. I pray to God it's right. I pray to God it helps. It comes. I pray to God that your relationship is in the favor that you want. Because not all of it's always going to be peaches and cream.
No, and you're right. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. And I applaud you because, like you said, a lot of people, they don't want to say, they're embarrassed or, you know, they think they're going to get judged or criticized because, something, what they went through. I mean, you're very strong and you're very courageous because your story doesn't have a happy ending. Doesn't have it's not a fairy tale. You know, you're being honest. You're showing your pain. You're showing your heartbreak. You're talking about it, and I think in itself that's also a way of healing for you. And not a lot of women would do that. I myself, I can have stories too, and I've wanted to, but it's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to put yourself and be so vulnerable like that. So I do commend you and I applaud you, and that's why I wanted to bring you on here because you have a very strong, powerful story. And I know that you have more stories. You know, you have another story. But what do you say to the girls or to the women? I'm sorry, excuse me, to the women, the prison wives or girlfriends that say, "You don't know what you're talking about. My husband, I know my husband. I've been with my husband since before he got in, and we have a wonderful relationship, and he's been in and out, and I know what I have." Like, what do you say to those women?
First off, like when I get comments and stuff like that, I just sometimes I shake my head only because a lot of women are in denial that it can happen to them. I was one of them. And I just tell them, like, look, who you knew before prison, that's not who you're going to know outside of prison. Because if they're serving more than 10 years, I promise you they're definitely going to change. They're institutionalized big time now at that time. And I wish I would have had my guard up throughout my whole relationship with prison, but I didn't because I had it all the way down. Hello, I was going to marry this man, right? And I tell them now to continue what you're doing. It's fine. But protect your heart, protect your peace, and to be careful. Because he might have been all lovey-dovey before prison. He might have been, half and half before prison. But coming home, he going to be hardcore, institutionalized. And a lot of them, not all of them want to come home to just doing one thing, or being with one person. If they went in young, some of them might want to come out after being a grown man and want to play the field like mine did. Give the phone number out, start hanging out. Some men will come home and not even tell you that they're home until 2-3 weeks later. Some men will come home and not even go straight to you. Some men will come home, stay with you for a couple nights, and then dip on you the 5th night. And you're crying in your bed, wondering what's going on, where he at, why he not answering your phone calls. So I literally say to trust your gut, keep your guard up, protect your heart, protect your peace, and know that if it don't work the way you want it to work, that you're going to get through it. You're going to have to go through the pain. You're going to have to go through the heartache, but you're going to get through it, and that you're going to overcome it, and that God is going to be by your side, and he's going to bless you with someone that deserves you and that you deserve, and that you are a queen at the end of the day. But the ones that always tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, oh, let me make this one clear. The ones that tell me it's because you met him or he was in prison. Well, let me tell you something. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter if you met him in, and it don't matter if you met him before. At the end of the day, they're both institutionalized. At the end of the day, their mindset is not the same. At the end of the day, a lot of them still have a lot of insecurities, and they put them onto you. And that's why they come home and they treat you the way they treat you, or they talk to you the way they talk to you on the phone. And a lot of bendejas, they sit there and they tolerate it instead of standing up for themselves and putting their foot down. Because if it wasn't for you, baby girls, those men wouldn't have money on the phone, they wouldn't have food in their stomach, and they wouldn't have visitation, and they wouldn't be taken out of that cell for a few hours to visit if it wasn't for you. So don't be that bendeja like I was and just say, okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let them gaslight you. But just remember to keep your guard up at all times until you're comfortable enough to know who they truly are when they get home. Learn who they are when they get home. Like, for real. Learn who they are when they get home, because they're no longer eating spread or drinking milk, powder milk. They got the real deal now when they come home. So it's going to be different. Different personality. When they around their friends and their family, you don't know how they're going to act around you. They might act different. You don't know how you're going to get talked to. You don't know how you're going to get treated. So guard your heart always. Protect your peace always, because that's most important when you're dealing with somebody coming home. And the ones that always tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, or to get over it because it's an old dead situation, let me tell you something. I cannot get over it because it's my testimony and it's my story, and it's something that happened that helped many, many, many women. And to the day I die, if I got to keep talking about it, I'm going to talk about it. And I could talk about it because I am healed. I could talk about it because it's what made me who I am today, and it's what made me learn how to love myself today. So if I want to talk about it from tonight all the way to I'm 89 years old, I'm going to talk about it. Because at the end of the day, you got to remember that prison life is everyday life. Someone right now is asking somebody out right now. Someone right now is asking to get married right now. Someone right now is on their way driving to visit that person that they're going to see tomorrow. It's an everyday situation that's never going to be dead. So if y'all can go every day and date and be with an inmate, I can go every day and share my story with being with an inmate. And if it's going to help you, it's going to help you. And if it's not, then keep scrolling. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm helping people, and that's all that matters to me.
Absolutely. Can we do the clap? Let's do the clap. I like these buttons. What are your suggestions for somebody to find their own strength and resilience when they're going through a situation like this?
Seek God. Number one, leave Him in the center. Leave Him before all things. Take time for yourself. Go hiking. Go on a vacation by yourself. And surround yourself around people who are just going to be there, hear you, love you, and accept you for things that you've been through and what's going on. And stay around positivity. Always. And listen to worship music. Stay in your prayer. And just look at what's going forward and not what's going backwards. But just know that your story will always be your story.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So what are your goals? What's in the future for you?
Well, right now, right now I just work. I stay myself around family. I stay around positive people, positive vibes. I'm coming out with some clothing line. I'm working still on my clothing line. I'm almost there with my clothing line called Truly Humble. I also got Know Your Worth clothing line that I'm been working with, on the works with, and I got Truly Humble through this experience, and through through healing, through this journey I went on with him, and also with the journey of cancer and everything I went through. That's where I got Truly Humble, because to be honest with y'all, through everything I've been through, I still remain humble, and I still remain who I am, and so that's where that falls in. But by the time I'm 40 years old, which is not super, super far away, but it's still some ways, that's my goal, is to be fully launched, have my clothing out there, hopefully find a man who's going to love me, know my worth, and appreciate me, and maybe have a family. But I have learned to accept that if it don't happen, I'm still happy regardless. I'm still blessed regardless, and it's what God wanted in my life.
Amen. Absolutely. That's important. It's important to be okay being by yourself, because then we're not so quick to accept whatever is being thrown at us. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh yeah. So so do you want to? I don't know. Do you have any questions on your side, or
I don't.
no? Everybody's just.
I think you did. I will say though, for your first interview, I think it went great. I think you did amazing. A lot of comments I see was great interview, great interview, great interview. So I will say I think you did a great job for your first time. So shout
Oh,
out to
thank
you.
you.
I pray that
Here.
the more the more you interview, you'll get better and better, of course. But you did good for your first time for sure.
And I do want to say that somebody made a comment and they told me to pay attention to you. I was paying attention, but when I would look down, it's because I have some
Oh yeah,
questions
you have
written
notes.
down.
Yeah,
I
it
have
was like
notes,
that when I did my interview too. I had
so
my
I would
notes
look down at
together.
my notes to know what, but I was paying attention absolutely. So whoever said that comment, I was paying
Ignore it,
attention.
girl. Just ignore it.
Yeah. Um, so is there anything else you would like to say to your viewers or mine?
I just gotta say, first and foremost, thank you for allowing me to be your first interviewer. I also gotta say thank you to everybody on both sides watching and listening to my story. And like I said, to all my ladies that are in this journey, it takes a strong woman to be in this journey. Um, if this is truly what you want, you truly stand by your man, I applaud you. I pray that it works. And like I said, always protect your heart because when you're dealing with somebody incarcerated, you just never know what you're going to be up to. You never know what's going to come out of it. So always protect your peace. Always put you first because remember they locked up. So I mean, you're by yourself out here. So always protect your peace. Put you first always. Love yourself. If you don't feel you love yourself, you better start waking up in that mirror and start telling yourself you beautiful and that you a queen because you are. And just pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the red flags because I ignored them. Okay. Pay attention and never let no man disrespect you. Never let no man put you down. Never let no man tell you that you ain't worthy because baby, you 100% worthy. And you guys are queens. Good luck on your journey. God bless your journey. If you ever need help, if you ever need advice, guidance, anything, you can always follow me, DM me, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Talk to you the best, give you the best advice I can. Um, and when he comes home, the most important thing is to be patient. Be patient because they don't know nothing.
Yeah, they're
So
adjusting to being out, so that's an adjustment itself. And
exactly,
then adjust to having a whole girlfriend, wife, and a family. That's a lot for them.
exactly.
Yes. Where can they find you?
You can find me here on TikTok. You can find me on my YouTube, or you can find me on my Instagram, and everything is official underscore know your worth. And you can find me on Know Your Worth 2022 at gmail.com.
So if anybody has any questions or any comments, um, you're okay with the
Yeah,
answering them? Yeah. If you guys want to request, so you can ask your question or a comment you have for our wonderful guest. Jay did say that he hopes that you find someone who will appreciate you.
thank you. I appreciate that.
And then Nena said, I think we gotta protect anybody, period. But thanks for sharing. Much love.
Thank you. Has he reached out to me? My name is Norma. No, he has not reached out to me. My phone number has been changed. He does have my address, but he has never been here nor wrote me any letters. So um, it's been 2.5 years already, and I have not had no contact.
Okay, and Frank Carrillo said you will find someone someday and will find happiness.
Thank you, thank you. Well, where he at? Cause damn, not just kidding.
And then Nena said he's going to look for you one day.
Let him, cause he gonna get the garbage can outside.
Let's see. Um, okay, everybody was asking if you're still together, but we already answered that. Let's see.
Thank you guys. I'm seeing your comments little by little. Thank you, J Love.
Um, it's
Do you
hot
ever
today.
do you ever get curious as to what he's doing now? No, I do not. He's literally out of sight, out of mind. I thought I needed that closure. All love, girl. I love you too, Maria. Next time, interview her. Oh, they want me to interview you next time.
Sometimes I think I could write a book.
I tell you, I feel the same way.
I mean, there's times that I'll be by myself and I just start
Would you ever
reflecting. And
date? J Love said, "Would you ever date another inmate?" She already knows that answer, but it's hell no, 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 no.
girl, I dated three. Three.
One was enough. It gave me enough experience to know I'm worth way more than sitting here wasting time on a man.
My first boyfriend. My first boyfriend, which is my son's dad.
Am I dating? Sorry, am I dating at the moment? I am a thousand% single.
And she's a catch. She's a catch. You're
I know
lucky
you
if
did,
you
J
catch
Love. I
her.
know. Oh God, Maria, don't start that shit. I'd rather walk on fire. Hell yeah, I'd rather walk on fire. I'd rather walk on some cold ass snow, and I'd rather walk in a water full of ice. You got to interview her. Okay, so say whatever you're gonna say, cause they want me to do you next.
When? Not today.
No, 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 no. We'll plan that. I'll talk to you outside of TikTok.
Yeah. Interview me?
You
Oh,
were
Lord.
14 dating an inmate. Ay, santo. How did that go?
What happened?
Tell her, please. I would love to hear her story next time. She dated 3. Yeah, they want to hear you. So we gonna link up. I'm gonna call you or whatever, and maybe we'll set something up. I know you have another interview on Sunday too, so um, but it'll probably be maybe next weekend if you're down with that.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, y'all. We got an interview next weekend, so
Phew, no. You guys better bring the box of tissues. No.
let me tell you, it's not easy and it's really not fun, but people do it, you know. I want to tell my truth. All right, DM me or email me, and we could get it together. I do normally do lives where people can come on and share their story. You guys, just because it's my platform, it's your guys's as well. Like, I would love for you guys to come on here and share your story, your experience. And if you don't feel comfortable voicing it yourself or showing who you are, you can always email me and I will do it anonymously. So if that's where you feel more comfortable, then we could do it like that too. But for sure, contact us.
Same thing for me as well. You know.
God bless you both. God bless you too. I want to tell my story, girl. I've never told anyone besides my close friends. But let's go. Tell it. Let's go. DM me. Contact me. Hit me up. Or hit her up. Anybody. Whoever. But
Yeah.
this is what
Or
I
it could be both of us. I mean, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not. It's not about.
We're not pulling hair. Say, no, I want that one.
Yeah, yeah, me. No. You know what? It's like it's
It's
support.
not like that.
It's support. It's support, and we all need support. So
No, for sure. And
you know.
that, see, that's why, like, I took 3 days off recently. Tonight's my first night back. And I had to, decompose everything what was going on because, like I said earlier, like everything that was being on here, I know I felt like, even though I slept good at night, because I know I didn't do nothing or say nothing bad on my behalf. It was an innocent interview, genuine questions. Obviously, it got taken the other way, and I think at the end of the day, I'm probably the one that got set up. But this right here is who I am. This right here is generally who I am. So all that stuff talking and all that people are putting, in their mouths about me, that's not me. That's not ever been who I am. That will never be
Just
who
leave
I
it
am.
there. Just leave it there. Don't even bring it up
Yeah.
anymore because I think I think it turned that leak.
This
You know
is
what I mean?
me. So what y'all
Yeah.
see right now is me.
Yeah. I think this brought you back. You know what I mean? Because now people that don't know,
That's the Nessa I
people
know.
that
See? That's the Nessa I know. You already know, J Love. You already know.
yeah, because the people that met you during that weekend, they probably got to see you now, and now they're gonna know what you're really
But
about.
you
You know what I
became
mean?
a bully now, not cool. No, I'm not a bully. I never was a bully. I'm the one that got bullied. But it's good. I'm gonna leave it right there. Love you
Yeah.
too. I love you too.
Especially if they've done so good on the chat that
Yeah.
I'm on your side, but if
You
they
know,
on my
I
side, they've
mean,
done really good.
the
So
internet will always define you to be somebody that they want you to be, but they don't truly know you. Do you hang out with me outside of TikTok? No. Do you come to my house? No. Do you drive with me in the car and listen to music? No. Do we go out to play bingo? No. You don't know me.
but on the flip side, if we know ourselves, we're gonna be consistent.
Oh, for
We're gonna
sure.
be the same way, and people are gonna get to know us because they're gonna be like, no, you know what? She don't lie. No, you know what? She's not shady. Like I can leave my man alone with her, and I know that we're
Oh
good.
yeah, we
Or
be homies.
she'll take care of my kids because I know my kids, my babies will be taken care of real good. Or yeah, she's a good friend. Or yeah, she's a good. You know what I mean? If you're consistent and you don't switch up on people, they're gonna
Thank
know
you,
who
Miss
you
Red.
really
I'm
are.
I'm
They're gonna
chill.
respect
Like
you.
I'm
They're gonna
chill.
respect
Like
you. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Thank you for the follows. Tap the screen. Thank you for
Maria.
sharing. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for the support.
Come over
I
here,
love
J
it.
Love. I love that. We kick it out. We go, man. We go out. We go to San Francisco. Don't play. Come on. You already
You know
talked
what's
to
so
me
funny? A
on a
lot of my
personal
followers
level.
are from Northern California.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, do you ever come up to San Jose? Do you ever come to this? And I'm like, no. They're like, where are you? I'm like, I'm in Southern California. They're
You
like,
know,
oh, like, they're like, where? LA? I'm like, no. I'm like 3 X's away from the border. And they're like, oh, wow, you're really down there. I'm like, yeah.
I was in Santa Ana like in June, I think it was. But
It's getting hot up there, over
my
here.
mods, right? My mods, I talk to them on a personal level outside of TikTok, FaceTime. We've been going to bed like 3, 4 in the morning every single night. And I told them today, like, yo, I can't do this no more. I go back to work next week, but we're
Your
even
mods are
gonna,
cool. Your
yeah.
mods are really cool. They're really
Thank you.
cool.
They do stand
Actually,
on this.
I'm gonna interview one of your mods on
Yes,
Sunday.
I know, and I can't wait because she got a bomb story too. But we're like they stand on business with me, but it's so cool because we literally talking about going to Disneyland next year in LA. So
Oh, how
that'll be
fun!
a cool, yeah. So that'll be a cool meetup, like I said, that's where I'm from
Because
San
you guys
Jose.
never met each other, right? You guys are all from different places.
We all from Texas, and there's one from here. There's one I went to high school with, and the rest are from Texas.
Oh, that's so cool.
They even want me. They were like telling me like, come to Texas. Like, there's a house across the street. And I'm like, okay, I'll be there tomorrow. Like, so
And they got your back too. I mean,
one of them wants
they're
me to
with you.
do a meet and greet in Texas because I do have a lot of support in Texas. And I'm like, yo, that would be crazy.
Imagine.
So, J Love, Disneyland next year, you better show up. But a lot of them, I talk like, so I'm not gonna name names on here, but because I don't want people to, bully them or hit them up. But
Yeah, no.
a lot of people here, I do talk to personal. They text me, they call me. I talk to some of them. I talk to another creator like almost every day. I hear her problems out. I read her book right here. I read her book on live somewhere right here. I read her book on live for her. So like I have connections with a lot of them, and like they all know who the real one was. And so when all that crap was going on, like they reached out, and they told like the real followers, they know you. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they were supportive, and they're still supportive.
Yeah, and then for example, I just met you, and so like I told you, just watching you and stuff like that, like I just could get a sense of who the person that you are, and so I
Jay,
sat there, I watched your lives. I sat there and I was like, I'm here yelling and screaming, talking to myself. Like if I know you, you know what I mean? I'm like, no,
nah, it's good.
I'm
I got a
laughing
lot
at
of love
myself.
like that, and I appreciate. By the way, I appreciate all you guys who defended me, who tapped the screen, who shared the lives. Like I appreciate all you guys. You feel me for tuning in because. At the end of the day, like y'all don't have to, but y'all did, and you know what I'm saying. Real recognize real. That's all I gotta say.
Exactly. Like
I've been
you said
following
that
the
you,
message
you
since day
always answer
one.
your the comments and everything like that. I do too. And
Yeah.
when they message me, I respond as well. I respond as well, and sometimes they trip out that they're like, "Oh, you messaged me. I didn't, I didn't think you would
Oh
respond or
yeah,
whatever."
yeah, me
And
too.
I do, I do. I'll go through my comments and I'll respond and stuff like that. I play around with them, I
Oh
joke around with
no.
them.
Yeah, I do that too. Like they'll be
Someone
like,
message me and talk to me about their personal stuff, and I'll talk to them and stuff like that. I'm not a. You come at me, right? I
exactly,
welcome
exactly.
you with open arms.
Day one right here, baby. Nah,
Yeah.
it's true. Like
As long as you don't cross my
you show
kids,
me respect,
then
I'm gonna
yeah.
give you respect. You want to hug me, I'm gonna hug you back. You need $5, I'm gonna give you $5. But if you gonna come at me disrespectful, you gonna come at me sideways. Best believe I'm gonna come back too, because I'm sorry, I'm not gonna get disrespected for things that don't even pertain to nobody besides
Mhm.
me and another. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's just like that.
No,
You gotta
you're a
earn the
woman.
respect.
You're a woman. That's fine. You're a grown woman.
Yeah, exactly. I'm too. That's why I was like, you fine. Gotta go.
Yeah, when you're grown and you found yourself and you know yourself, you don't care about little petty stuff anymore. Like your outlook changes, and how you react to things is different too.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
because I used to be a hothead. I'd be like, you couldn't look at me or I was in your face. Like, what's up? Now it's like, whatever.
Yep,
As
yep.
long as you
That's
don't
why.
disrespect mine,
Yeah, no
there's
type
only
of
there's only two people that I would risk my entire life for, and as long as you don't mess with them, then we're good.
yeah, and that's why I said real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Like that's point blank right there.
Hey, J Love, she's over here now.
Hey
Thank you
J
for the
Love,
love. She's like, I'm showing love. Thank you. Love you.
J Love, I love that girl. She's cool. I
Yeah.
mess with her.
She come over. She's all showing love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Recording live
I don't
from
really want to go live because
Maria. I can't. I can't.
Maria's funny. She's
Nah, she
funny.
is, dude.
She had me
Little
cracking
people.
up.
She's hella cute. Like she's just like she's like
She's so
young,
pretty.
little, and
She's really
innocent.
pretty.
Well, she's not innocent, but nah, she's cool
Thank you for
people
the
though.
likes. Thank you. Thank you. Jayla's showing me all kinds of love. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I'm very proud right now because my little one, he's 12, but he didn't know how to swim because he was always scared to put his face underneath water. And now he's all brave. So now he's like jumping into the pool and he's like, look, Ma, I can swim. He's so excited. So I was like, I'm so proud of you because he taught himself. Like he
That's
just went
good.
for it.
Yeah, that's
So he's
good.
like, yeah, now I can't get him out of the pool. I'm like,
It's hot, man. Out here it's in a big heat wave. We're at 108, tomorrow we're at 110. The heat wave out here is like crazy.
you know what? It was hot today. Over here it was hot. I don't know what we're at, but it was
Thank you,
hot.
Maria. She said, I love how this interview went. Man, it was good. If you guys hear my voice getting hoarse, it's because ever since I had my thyroid surgery, if I talk a lot, my voice tends to like either go in or out or it gets hoarse. So it's good, y'all. Don't worry.
Can I ask you about that? Like, how did you find out? Are you okay with
I didn't
finding
know I
out?
had it until I had the surgery and they biopsied it. That's when I found out I had it.
So you had a surgery for something else and then they
No,
discovered
no, no.
it?
I had surgery to remove them because they weren't really doing me no good anyway. And when I removed them, they sent them out to get biopsied, and that's when they were like, um, "Oh, you're in Patterson? My aunt's in Patterson." And that's when they were like, "You had." They called me or whatever. They're like, "You had cancer," and I'm like, "What?" Like I had no idea until after
No
the fact of the
symptoms?
surgery. What happened?
Wow, that's scary. No symptoms,
Yeah.
nothing?
No, just tired. I was super tired. The medication wasn't working for me. Nothing. But I just went and got this tattoo with the thyroid symbol and a lion.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So and I
I
got a
like
Bible
lions.
verse. I put a Bible verse. By the way, guys, when I went through that breakup with the prisoner, I put a Bible verse right here too. When I was healing, when I was going through the healing journey, I did go get a Bible verse, and it says present suffering, future
Get a box
glory,
of
and
tissues,
the
J
book of
Love.
Romans.
She says she can't wait to hear my story, and I'm like, well, get a couple box of tissues.
Yeah, you will. You gonna hear it, y'all. I'm gonna interview her probably next weekend. Yep.
And I promise it'll be a good interview. I won't be doing this,
Prayers
and
to you, Sylvia.
I won't just check out on her. Your cafecito? Yes. And a shot of tequilas.
Coño.
Because you're gonna be drinking your coffee and you're gonna be like, oh man.
Oh, you make me want to go get my Friday night or my weekend snacks then. They said I can't wait.
Oh, that's better, she says.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, y'all. It's gonna be good. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's it's just a movement, it's a movement of helping women because a lot of women, they want to put you down. A lot of women want to discourage you. And we don't give each other credit. We don't give the women enough credit. You know what I'm saying? We really don't.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, we finger point. You know what I mean? We pick at things and whatnot. So to have like women to empower you, to have women to uplift you, speak positive and this, that, and the other, like it's a blessing to have that in your corner because not only do you get to hear it live, but if you ever needed something personal, I'm sure one of us we're going to be right there to reach out to. And like we're OGs of that prison stuff, so it's like we went through it, we've been through it, and like we know what you're going through right now. You know what I mean? So it's
Three
like
times.
we got you. She did 3 times.
Yep. They don't learn the first time.
Yeah, a lot of girls
My
don't,
my
but thank God I did.
my no, and mine was one.
Don't say it all. Hold
No,
on.
wait. Mine was one, and then I waited whole 17 years, and I said, "What? Let me try it again." Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't say it all because we don't want
I
to give
won't.
them no.
No, I
We
won't.
don't want to start something we're not about to finish right now.
You know what? In all honesty, one thing is, thank goodness you didn't have any kids with him.
I'm glad I didn't even get married. Trust me, I'm so happy I didn't get married.
Then that would have set it off into a whole nother ball
Ms.
game.
Red, you had 3 relationships in prison too? Coño. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't
Yes,
marry. I'm
Shayla,
glad I didn't
thank
have
God.
kids.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
Um,
I was when I was doing research and I was watching your videos, I did notice that when he came out, he looked healthy, and like towards the end, it almost like he thinned out. Was
a
he
lot
on
of,
any? Was he on any substance?
not that I know of, but the crazy
Because even
thing
his
when he came
face
home,
expressions changed. Like those pictures.
he looked
I was
evil.
looking
Like
at,
he didn't want to be next to me. Like being next to me was gonna hurt him or something.
but his
Yeah.
eyes, they were like,
A
they,
lot of people did tell me that they looked like he was, and a lot of people did tell me that he looked like he was on one. But I did find out from a prison wife she's not a prison wife anymore because he has been home already for some years. But her husband was with him in prison, and he told me that my ex had like he was rich in there. He had like $10,000. But to not ask him about it because he didn't want me to know who it came from, right? Or to say who it came from. But I
mm,
asked him anyways. But I asked him without saying the name, and he laughed and he was like, "No, if I was rich, you think I would have bought my own car or I would have did this, that, and the other." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know because these are people who actually work with you every day." Come to find out, he was selling in there.
mm,
Come to find out, he was doing stuff in there. But I found all this from not him, by other inmates that knew people that I knew. And then come to find out, he did talk a lot about me in there. So when people found out we were no longer together in prison, they were all shocked. Like, he used to always praise you. Like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, we're not together no more. So a lot of things did come out when he came home. And when I did question him, it was a joke. It was funny. He laughed.
he laughed.
He laughed in my face and was like, what? That's funny. I'm from Hayward. Yes, I'm from Hayward.
They are such good actors, I swear.
And that's
Yeah.
why I wish that I would have had my guard up, but I didn't know he was coming home to be that guy. So,
Yeah,
well,
it doesn't.
10,000 in prison, yeah, you rich if you have 10,000 in prison.
Like, yeah, you're running with the big dogs at that point.
Yeah, pretty
You know,
much.
you're somebody in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a different life in there. It's just
It's a
like,
survival mode, and I get it. But at the same time,
so how
survive
do
all
you?
you want. But the women who are holding you down, like rocking with you all these years, don't do that to them. You know what I'm saying? Protect them, cherish them. You know what I mean? But it is
The
what it
thing is
is.
that there's 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 a group of women or girls or whatever that for whatever reason
Thank you, beautiful
that's
babe.
that's what that's who they write to. That's who they try to get to know whatever. Like they have this little fantasy or I don't know what it is, and they send them money. They send them money. So to them, it's like it's gotten to a point that they don't. Not all of them. Okay, let's just say that not all of them. Yeah, maybe there's maybe a one out of everybody. I'm just kidding, but maybe there is a handful that don't do this. But for the most part, my experience, they don't respect, and they don't appreciate when the girl is holding them down because they have all these other females trying to get at them and sending them money. So to them, it's like it's not something they don't say like, oh, you know what, she sacrificed this or she sacrificed that or she's doing this or you know what, she took money out of her kid's mouth to give it to me, you know, or they don't look at it that way. To them, it's just like whatever because of all these other females that are just sending them money and trying to get their attention, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of that's why a lot of them don't appreciate. To them, like what I was gonna say something, but somebody
Sorry.
told me. Somebody told me, do you really think that you did something special or like something to be praised for just because you stood by me? That's what I was
What?
told. That's what I was told.
Wow.
And the thing is, I had a binder, right, with everything, all the visitor uh, stubs, the visitor stubs they give you, and like the receipts when I used to send commissary and when I used to deposit money and all that stuff. I had it all in a. I don't know why I just kept it. I kept it all like all organized in a binder. When he came home, he's like, "What is this?" I go, "Oh, that's stuff from when you were in there." He's going through it, so he's literally seeing how much money I spent, how much money was this, how much this, that, and he's like looking through it, looking. He's like, "Damn," because I didn't know it was this expensive. But he still turned around and said, "What you want to get praised for that? Like you think you did something special?"
It's because I don't know, a lot of them are just so naive. Like, they don't appreciate a good woman, but then they cry when they can't find one.
And he even said, he goes, "If you wouldn't have done that, like I would still would have been okay. Like I'm still gonna get fed. I still
It's
would have had
like
the stuff that I need."
everyone cries for a real person, everyone cries for a real one. You get it, you mistreat it, you disrespect it, you leave it, and then later on, you're crying because you can't find one. When you had one the whole time, that you messed up, you know?
Jayla, I have a friend too that she's married to a lifer, but
I couldn't do a lifer. Oh no.
yeah.
I'm just at this that doing a lifer. I got respect for that, but I can't because, girl, you lonely. You really just by yourself out here. Like I
He's
can't.
been
I couldn't do
down.
it.
He's been down about 20 something years, like 26, I want to say. And he went in really young. And the reason that he went in was it was dumb. It was dumb, 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 dumb. He was in the house. The incident happened outside that house, and just because he was associated with the gang, and somebody said, threw his name out, they got him and they charged him the same thing that they charged the doers, and he got life. He got sentenced to life.
I can't do
When he
life.
didn't, when he didn't do anything, he was like just in the house.
I cannot be with a lifer. I just can't. I mean, I those women that do it, I don't know how they do it. I give them props, but girl, no, I can't.
He pays for rent. He helps her out. I'm like, damn. Yeah, there's some guys that send money home. There's I've met some girls that their men pay for their nails, their hair, the rent, this and that, and I'm like,
That's what's up,
dude, I
Marina.
wish that would have happened to me. You
Yeah,
know?
girl, I barely got flowers at the end of it. Like, you, I did all these years, and only now you want to send me. Well, how old was I? Like 32 or 33. Now you want to send? No, I've been doing this with you since I was like 20 something, in my mid 20, early no 24. Yeah,
And it's frustrating and it's hard not to think like I just threw away.
I wanted to tell him you could keep that shit.
It's like saying like it's hard to not to think like I just threw away the X amount of life of my years on you for nothing.
Well, PTSD, I think I had too. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like relationships. I'm like what? I don't know what that word is.
girl, let me tell you. I used to work with this guy in 2014, 15. He was married at the time. At that time, I was talking to my inmate already, and he had just asked me to be his girl, and that guy was there at work with me, so he remembered all that, right? Well, he just went through a divorce, and tell me why he hits me up talking about, are you dating anyone? And I'm like, no. He's like, can I take you out? And I'm like, sure. Mind you, I don't have no feelings towards somebody. I can't just say I'm gonna be with you when I don't even have feelings for you, but we could hang
Oh
out.
no.
And it's been hella years in between, so it's like we got a lot of catching up to do, right? I can't just say yes, I want to be with you. Like, no, it don't work like that for me. So he was like, come on, why do you got to get to know me again? You've been on me. I said, boy, when I met you, I was in my 20s and you were in your 30s. Now you're in your 40s and I'm in my 30s. You were married. We haven't seen each other in years, nor talked in years. And now that you're divorced, like now you're like coming around. He was like, Vanessa, I always was into you. Your smile is so beautiful. Like, he was just telling me all this stuff, right? So I said, okay, we could go on a date, like, whatever. So that date was supposed to be this week, right? Girl, why I go on Facebook and he changes the status to relationship. He's in a whole relationship after just 2 weeks ago he asked me on a date. And mind you this,
Oh.
mind you this. He's some white guy, right? Mind you this. I had just told him I only want to be with a man who knows my worth. Talk to someone who knows my worth. And if you are not my worth, it ain't for me. Girl, he wasn't my worth. Cause look, so I got sarcastic and I wrote congratulations and I put the laughing face and I put this face and on the comment on Facebook, right? I private message him and I tell him, you're in a relationship? Didn't you just ask me 2 weeks ago to take me on a date because you were so into me? Because I'm cute, because you always liked me, but you were married, so you couldn't do nothing about it, and da 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 da. I was like, you're a joke. And he writes me back and he goes, no, I'm not a joke. And I go, no, you're a big joke. Goodbye. And I blocked him. And that right there showed me why I'm still single.
They're so insecure. They're so insecure. One time I had a guy tell me, he says, you know, because I'm a girl's girl, but I'm very selective. And what I'm saying, what I mean to that is,
With you on that one.
yeah, if you're putting yourself in a situation and you already know what you're putting yourself into, my son's listening. Thank you, papas.
Hi, son.
If you put yourself in a situation that you know you shouldn't be in and you purposely doing it, then you know what? Then the consequence you're gonna get, that's on you. You know what I mean? Like I had a friend of mine, her niece was pregnant. She was with the baby at the baby's daddy house. She wasn't with him anymore. He had his new baby mama there, right? And the girl is acting like she's nice. She just had a baby from the guy who's pregnant, who my friend's niece is pregnant from. Does that make sense? Okay. She offers her a ride home, and this Mensa says okay, and she gets in the car with the girl. Halfway home, the girl turns around, she starts wailing on her. You know, and it's like I told her, she called me crying because she was all scared, I told her, dude, like, yeah, I went and got her out of some apartment she ran in, she was hiding. I went and got her and everything, but I told her, I said, why would you even go into the car with your ex's baby mama? Like, she goes, oh, she was rubbing my belly and being nice. I'm like, why would you put yourself in that situation? You know what I mean? Like, if it was anything else, I would have gone and back to her. I would have handled it for her. But I'm not gonna go and do that. Like, I'll go and get you out of the place. But I'm not gonna say nothing to the girl or have her back like that because you put yourself in that situation. Why would you even get in the car with her? That's your ex's baby mom. Like, she don't like you.
It's just crazy because I don't go looking. I'm always home. I work and I'm home and I'm with my family and that's it. I don't go looking for men. I don't do that. I'm not on no dating sites. No, I don't do none of that. And that happened to come to me, and he ended up pulling that the other night, and I was like, but I have been texting with someone lately who actually came in.
Woo!
He actually
We
came
want the
on
tea.
my
We
live.
want the tea. We want the tea.
No. I'm just gonna say this part because I can't go fully into it. But there was someone on my live on Monday night, and his sister actually had requested to come and talk, so I let her in the box. He was listening, and he came and you should have never entertained it. You are pretty. Well, I didn't know, my love. I didn't know. So anyways,
My son says, drop the tea.
he comes onto my screen and he starts like, because he was listening, like I said, as a man, he came on here and he was giving advice, right? And I was digging his advice, and after he was done talking, he goes, man, you are beautiful. And I was like, thank you, right? I'm all like shy, like, thank you. Because this is like in front of thousands of people on my live that night. And
You know everybody's gonna go and try to go view your live now to try to figure out who it is.
yeah, I know, but sorry guys. And so he goes, your smile is beautiful. Your eye color is beautiful. Is that natural? And I go, yeah, my eye colors, I do have hazel green eyes. My mom has those eyes. And so he's just like, the whole time, right? When I tell you he did not have a TikTok, he don't have media, that night he went and created his own. And he came in my bot, and he came in my messages and kept saying, "You're beautiful, you're beautiful, your smile, your smile. Oh my God, you're beautiful. Oh my God, oh my." So when I got off a line, he had a DM with his number. I waited 3 days. I did, and because I'm not fast like that.
J Love says, Nessa's in love. Nessa's in love already.
J Love, we gonna talk after this. But
Oh, she did say that he's in the trash now. I don't know. When you were talking about the other guy, I think.
oh yeah. So we've been talking, right? We talked last night. He's been texting. I wake up every day. He's in the East Coast,
Wait,
you
you've
know.
been texting every day?
Yeah. And I wake up. Every day. My mods, if Alexis is in here, they could vouch. I wake up every day and I wake up to good morning, beautiful. I'm on my way to work. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later. That right there is when you know a guy's interested, right? He's in the East Coast, so I'm 3 hours behind. He's 3 hours ahead, and like we talked last night, so he couldn't talk no more because he's a mechanic as well for a diesel truck. So he was tired, whatever. But we talk every day, and it's always respect. How was your day? How are you today? You know, blah blah blah. Last night was the first time we talked on the phone, and it was like if I knew him. And the crazy thing about it is, when I went to the East Coast. When I first went to the East Coast, I did meet somebody from the town he's from, and what's crazy about it is they actually know each other. But it's okay because me and that dude never had nothing like that.
Okay.
We never had nothing like that, but I hadn't talked to that dude since '07, and then this guy hits him up like, hey, do you remember this girl, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yeah. So, you know.
They're asking about you.
I probably got a text from him right now because he's already home. I know his work schedule and everything already, but like he's been cool so far. So I'm taking it, and he knows. Last night
She's not. She's Northern California, ma'am.
For a man to tell me I watched your stories, some of them, I was like, you watched them on my story? He said, yeah. And he said that guy you were with was lame, and you have somebody out there who's gonna deserve you. And I was like, period, boo. But it was a good conversation, and he heard me out. He knows like he knows all about that situation. He didn't agree with it, and he just kept telling me like, there's someone out there for you. He's like, I could tell.
Like, and it's me.
Girl, and he's so just my type.
Oh, she made that look.
Just my type. But
She made that look.
the funny thing is, I asked him, I said, what made you like go make a TikTok account? What made you hop on? He said, because real recognizes real. And when I know it's real,
I got the exclusive.
he said, and when I know, huh?
I got the exclusive.
Yeah, and he said, when
You
I
guys
know
heard it
it's
here
real,
first.
he said, when I know it's real, I know it's real. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just going day by day. Nothing big. Like I said, he's on another coast. Nothing big like that. So.
J-Lo, he's a chismoso.
Who?
J-Lo. He's a chismoso, that's
I
why.
want to tell you why J-Lo's talking crap. I want to tell you why. But I don't want, she might kill me. I don't know. That's on
Hell no.
that's on an outside TikTok conversation. J-Lo, I'm about to hit you up right now. Because you playing too much.
No, he's a chismoso. She goes, that's why he made that account.
J-Lo, baby.
Happy faces. She's laughing.
Now she's hating. That's all it is. That's why she's not on my side commenting that. She's on your side.
She's like, I'm over here.
Yeah, no, yeah, you better run over there. That's why you're not over here.
She's like, with D. She's like, I'm safe over here.
All right, J-Love, I see what's up. I see what it is. Yeah, you better stay over there. Don't come back to my page.
That's funny.
She better stay over there.
Come out of nowhere. He's a chismoso, that's why.
Tell her I don't want you over here. I don't want her over here. I don't want her. Nope.
She says she don't want you over there.
Don't come
Okay,
over
you can
here.
stay over here. You can stay over here, J-Lo.
Just take your time. No, I am. I definitely am, and I did mention it to him about knowing my work and stuff, and he agreed, and like he was raised by women, so he said he knows, by good women. But it's not like I'm jumping into something right away, y'all. So just, you know what I mean? I'm just enjoying the conversation. I'm taking my time to the fullest.
And only believe 50% of what he's telling you.
I can tell you're happier. They say I can tell you're happier when you talk about him. Ay, coño.
Yeah. Yeah. You're in that giddy stage.
Yes, they are.
Well, we're happy for you, but you know what? We're gonna be keeping our eye out too. You better not.
Y'all won't know who he is because I'm not gonna say. And when
Girl,
I'm on TikTok,
it's gonna take them like an hour or two to find out who he is.
well, listen, when I'm on TikTok, he's at work. Because he told me that I invited him to my live today. I invited him, and he's like, "Oh, Mom, I'm gonna be at work." I said, "Okay, even better."
She's like this.
Y'all better stop over there.
She's like, I'm not happy for you. She's like, I'm not happy for you.
I'm about to hit up J-Love right now. Right now, I'm hitting her up because she's talking all that mess, but she ain't doing it over here though. J-Love,
she's like, I found myself. I found my safe spot.
You my number one, J-Love.
She's cute.
Somebody's getting filtered. Somebody just comment, but it's filtered. There's no comment there. Is that the guy from the other night? Yeah, it is.
She's like, I like it over here.
J-Love, get at her. Nah, Maria, J-Love traded me. She traded me already. So that's not even love right there.
Well, Maria's been jumping back and forth.
She don't have that loyalty no more. It's gone. I remember that live. You remember that live? See? So everybody who was in here that night know what I'm talking about. J-Love.
See? I told you it was only going to take them about an hour to figure out who.
Your loyalty went down, baby.
She's on
I
showing
remember.
love.
Dude,
Leave her alone.
everybody,
She's showing love.
I remember. Now I'm curious. Stay curious.
My son says, y'all funny.
I remember that live. Demon talked about being broken, family and shit, friends excuse. Who's Demon?
My son's over here laughing at us.
Nah, I'm about to go get Jay.
Y'all, you guys say congratulations to him. He's going to get married in September.
Oh, yay.
He's engaged. His fiance is
He said Nada's going to check the live. Matter of fact, I have screen recording. What? You lying now. You hella lying. I seen his name. I'm not saying. Yeah, let's not say this account. Let's not say.
Oh, God.
Y'all talking this mess. I gotta go.
No.
No, I do gotta go though, guys. I just came to do the interview. But you guys don't know what he looked like, and let me tell you,
Girl.
I'll
If
be
they
back.
got the name, they're going to find out who he is.
What you better go check, beautiful babe. You ain't finna find nothing.
My son says, thank you, guys.
Girl, I'm so invested on your ex story a couple nights. Oh shit, you watching it? Thank you for watching it. All of a sudden.
She's gonna go over there.
No, I do have to go, guys. My nephew just got here. We're about to move my room.
She says, tell her I'm about to go over there.
Who?
J-Love.
No, I don't want you. No.
Bye, J-Love. Thank you.
No.
Thank you for showing love.
No, I
and
don't want
support.
her. I don't want her over here. I don't want her over here. You guys, I'm gonna come back if he had tattoos. Yes, he do. But you don't know who. They really trying. J-Love, get out of here. I don't want you.
What?
Bye.
Is he,
She said,
he
what?
said he's a güero?
No, he's Puerto Rican.
Oh, he's Puerto Riqueño.
J-Love, I don't want you over here. Stop playing.
No, he's Puerto Rican. He was on your live. He was commenting.
I am. Yeah, Maria knows what he looks like. Maria and Alexis could tell you what he looks like. Because Alexis was like, God.
Well, that's not going to happen.
J-Love, you cheating on me. I don't even want you. You are not loyal. You are not loyal. But you guys, I'm going to go move rooms. My nephew just got here. I'm about to message Maria. Nah, you got to message me because we about to fight right now. Like Alexis said, yup. Alexis was like, girl, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for supporting. Everybody, I had fun.
I'm about to hit you up right now, J-Love. I am not playing with you. She laughing. It's not funny.
On Sunday, I'm going to have Maria on here, you guys. So, she's back.
They said, I remember him saying he was from New Jersey, but he's now in another state. And yes, you're right. I'm supposed to be working.
There it is.
Man, y'all too invested. Wait, okay.
If you guys find out who it is, let me know.
If I ever visit, if we ever like link up, then I'll make it. Matter of fact, talking about that, I asked him. I was like, if we ever hung out,
yes, no, after your game.
I was like, if we ever hung out or linked up, I asked him. I said, would you be on live? Like, would you come on live with me and chill? He was like, I don't do media, but I'll come and say hi. And I was like, that's enough. Cause he gotta be comfortable. Like whoever I'm with gotta be comfortable that I do TikTok.
Yeah.
And I might just be in the car and pop on live, But he said that's enough. So come to Texas. I'd love to meet you. All right, I'm gonna go to Texas. I want to go to Texas. Tune in on Sunday for the interview. Yeah, guys. So my mod Maria is getting interviewed by her on Sunday, y'all. So tune in. I'm gonna repost. They're gonna repost. So tune in on Sunday. Yeah. I'm gonna be the one listening to the interview.
I will be posting.
And then me and you, I'll call you this week, and we'll set up the interview for you.
Okay.
But guys, I loved tonight. It was an amazing interview. It was amazing live. It felt great to be back to myself again, smiling and just be myself and reading everything that's positive. I love it. Everybody in here tonight was positive, and I love it. Don't J-Love, she over here talking about bye. Nah. I'm about to go hit you up. And
leave her alone.
It felt good.
No,
I'm not leaving her alone. No. We about to go fight right now. So, again, you guys, thank you for tonight tuning in. It was beautiful. I love the vibes. It felt good to be back to my original, because this is what I do, like I said. So, thank you, love, for having me on your first podcast interview. I
Absolutely.
can't wait to
Thank you.
upload this live and post it on my YouTube as well. But
For
you guys, I love y'all. So, and always know your guys' word. Keep your guard up. Protect your peace. Protect your heart. And you know what I mean. I love y'all.
yep.
So
Thank
I'll see
you.
you guys later. Much love, ladies.
Yes.
Hi, whatever,
We'll
J
talk
Love.
later. Thank you.
Come on, whatever, J Love. But I love you guys. J Love, I'm about to hit you up. I gotta go, y'all. I'll come back later. If it's not too late, I'll come back on when I'm done moving rooms. All right. Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.